Black Alpha Network. Home of Black excellence. Power to the people.
Certified. If you see a tether, I need you to point them out. And right now, family, it ain't hard to see a tether because they running for the president of the United States of America. Certified salute to the whole FBA family. And you absolutely right. We in the MFing building every day, all day. Let's go to work, y'all. Appreciate the love, Black Alpha Network. We here. I appreciate all the happy birthdays. We here, man. Much love and respect, man. You know where it's at. You know I feel you guys all right here. And it's time, y'all. It's time to go ahead and do what we do best, all right? Do it with style, but it's a little extra special today, not just because it's my birthday, but because we usually go at tethers, you know, on Twitter Spaces and that drive Ubers and don't have no deodorant. That's the tethers we typically go at, right? But right now, we're going to go after a tether that's saying that they're going to be the president of the United States. Right now, we about to go at a tether that says that they black like us. Right now, the whole goddamn world is listening to foundational Black Americans. Everybody is. So if you listening to foundational Black Americans and you really getting all of our talking points and all of our narratives, then you see right now that Donald Trump is even running around here. And Donald Trump is saying that Kamala Haris ain't black. But it ain't no secret. All they had to do is listen to us. How long we been saying it, y'all? How long we been saying it? But before we go any further with the regulating, the G-checking, because y'all know we've been putting receipt after receipt after receipt on table to the point where we run Kamala Haris completely out the paint. That is the goal. That will be the result, and we don't stop till we win. Certified. But before we move any further, let me know where you at right now. I already seen Ohio is in the building. I know Georgia's in the building. I appreciate the birthday loves to every damn body. We in here. We thick as thieves, family, and we going to do our FBA thing. They can't stop us. Happy Friday to the family, y'all. Y'all know we always win, and we always win in fashion, and that fashion is a knockout roll call. Appreciate the love, y'all. Oh, my God, so many happy birthdays, man. I appreciate that. I wish I could post them all, but trust me, I see every last one of y'all. I see every last one of y'all. Yeah, they need some Old Spice. Yeah, they need some Old Spice, some New Spice. They need some Spice Girls, whatever the hell they can find. All right? Because we smell the tethers from a mile away, family, and it's looking real funny style out there in Canada or Jamaica or India or wherever she's from. Wherever she says she's from, family, we seeing it, fam. So we about to hold it down. I see Miami in the house, certified salute. Michigan in the house, certified salute. Jacksonville in the house, certified salute. Certified salute all the way across the board. Philly is definitely in the building. Yes, indeed. Certified salute to you, Queen, my day one. I appreciate you, Yo-Yo. Thank you very much. Thank y'all. Las Vegas is in the building, man. Dallas is in the building. What's good? Yeah, funniest chat on YouTube. You know. See, one of the reasons they get mad at us, y'all, is because it don't just be me. It be the whole chat roasting everybody. We be literally in here 1,000 deep, literally, where the whole family is giving that work. So if I don't say it, just look at the chat. And if the chat don't say it, I'm going to say it. We're going to say it together. But the work going to get done. The roasting going to get done. The chat is where it's at. Certified salute to New York. We got LA up in here. Yes, indeed. Raleigh, North Carolina. Pittsburgh, West Virginia in here. Tampa, Florida. Certified salute to the whole family. We here all day, y'all. We here all damn day. And we got some things to break down, some things to discuss. And that's what we're going to do the certified way. First and foremost, man, it's been another circle around the sun, y'all. And I said it before. I see you, California. All day. Yes, indeed. PG County. All right, Maryland. All day. I was just on Twitter Space with somebody the other day. I said, where are you from? They said, I'm from ADOS. I said, okay, but what town and county? Y'all know we prideful, right? You see how we say where we at? And it's a simple question, right? They can't do that with us. They be all over the place. Some person, if y'all heard my Twitter space yesterday, which by the way is going to be posted real soon, I was talking to some non-FBA and they was telling me they didn't, know what county they was from, and they was everywhere. They said they from the north side of North Carolina. I think they was from the north side of maybe Angola. That's a whole nother issue. Same thing with Kamala Haris. She's from the northeast village of India, Bombay, Punjabi. But we're going to put all that on the table today. It's been another circle around the sun for me, man, and I appreciate the love, y'all. I appreciate the love. Happy birthday to everybody else who has a birthday coming up, or if your birthday does not come on the damn live, happy birthday to you, family. You only get so many, so I cherish that. I cherish y'all, and it doesn't mean nothing unless I'm with the certified foundational Black American family, y'all. I call myself the people's champ, and that means I ain't nothing without the people. So all of the love and support, family, has been overwhelming, and it literally floored me today when I went to Dairy Queen and got me a Blizzard. So I got my Blizzard, I got my love for my foundational Black Americans, and we the best activists in the world, family. What more can a man ask for? The only other thing that we can add to that, though, y'all, is roasting people who claim that they're part of our lineage, our heritage, and our culture. Certified salute to everybody as well. We done cracked over 15K. We could be here all day talking about that. But family, did y'all see that National Association of Black Journalists? Did y'all see that where Donald Trump comes out and he says Kamala Harris ain't Black? Now, it's funny, family, because what you're seeing right now in America, I see Lafayette, by the way, too, certified. You're seeing all the people who are trying to force Blackness onto us. But whenever we say that we are specific lineage, heritage, and culture, they tell us how bad we are. You notice the difference, fam. Whenever we stand on foundational Black American business, it's what about all lives matter? What about can't we all get along? People of color. But whenever Kamala Harris says it, oh, she's super Black. According to the Democratic Party, family, the only people who are not Black are those who don't vote for Joe Biden. That's what Joe Biden said. Remember that. So it's fact that Kamala Harris can tell us that she's Black, but since we didn't vote for Joe Biden, they say we not Black. And I'm going to tell you what we're not going to do. All right, since they talking about what is and what ain't, I'm going to tell you what ain't going to happen. What ain't going to happen is people trying to tell foundational Black Americans who the hell we are. What ain't going to happen is people trying to invite people to the foundational Black American compound. That ain't going to work. So as we sit here and we stand on business, it's going to reach the top levels of the election. Don't we say every single week, y'all, that this election is literally having foundational Black American fingerprints all over it? The whole Black grassroots is completely over it. They talking about reparations. We just broke that down last week with Kamala dancing around all that. She was doing the Punjabi shuffle all the way around the reparations question, talking about therapy. But that's because of us. They never addressed that before because the generation wasn't as strong as we are. Now you got Donald Trump saying that Kamala Harris ain't Black. Where did he get that from? He got that from foundational Black Americans. We are the ones who said, no. You're not going to Obama us for the second time. No. They hit us with Obama, 1-point ho. Then they try to spin it with 2-point ho. And now they're trying to give us 3-point ho. And hell to the no. It ain't going to happen that way. So Donald Trump said, I don't know. In every single audience, she's a different person. That's coming from the Black grassroots, y'all. So what you're seeing is, when we say these people are in our spaces and we say these people are watching us and these people are paying attention to our talking points, we are literally swaying the election. So when a bunch of people hear him say that and they say, you know what? This woman, she does act different around everybody else. This woman does flip-flop. And that goes on during the debate because trust me, during the next debate, it's really going to come up. They're going to ask that. It's a good thing. It's a good thing that Trump said that because now it's on the forefront. They was trying to be hush about it. They were trying to make it look like we all thought that she was a Black woman and we was all waving the goddamn Kamala flag. No, the hell we not. So now when we say it and Trump steals it from us and he says it to the world, now every goddamn body's watching. Now everybody knows that the foundational Black American lineage, we not letting nobody in who's not one of us, all right? I don't give a damn where you from. I don't give a damn what your background look like. If you ain't a part of this lineage, heritage, and culture, whether you the vice president or the president or want to be president, your ass is going to be standing outside. The days of coming in for free are done, and we in here right now. And the way it look, we about 330 deep. So, and it's a Friday night, and it's my goddamn birthday, and FBA stronger than ever, so we already won. They just don't know it yet, but they will by the end of this episode. Family, let's go to goddamn work. Let's go to work. I'm going to play the clip of Donald Trump, and he straight up said it. And I thought the whole Black association stuff, I thought that was real funny style. Because look at this, y'all. And my big brother Tariq Nasheed said it best. He said, if people like us, I'm talking about all of y'all in the chat, any one of y'all in the chat right now, if y'all sat down to talk to Donald Trump, oh, we going to leave with some money. We going to leave with some tangibles. We going to leave with a goddamn bag. Trust us on that one. These folks didn't go there to speak to Donald Trump. No, because we have this political discourse in the United States of America where basically it's, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to vote for the Democratic Party and I'm not even going to listen to anybody. So negotiations and getting what we want is out of the question when you deal with these people because they are loyalists, radicals to the Democratic Party. So we're going to break down not just what Donald Trump said, we're also going to break down the way the Democratic establishment pushes us off to the side. We're never going to get tangibles in the United States of America because we got the Democratic shields who are the number one hindrance to Black empowerment, Black movement. Anything we do, the Democrat establishment is going to stop it. Guarantee you. And I'm not just talking about the W's. I'm talking about the Democratic shields. They don't want to work. They don't want to build. They don't want nothing. Dr. Claude Anderson said it best. We need to have a voter block. And we need to play both parties against each other like every other community does. But we have Democratic shields where they say they are the Democratic Party over everybody. I said it just yesterday. They will sell out your child. They'll sell out your grandma, your wife, your husband, your cousins. They will sell out any Black person for one goddamn dollar. One pat on the head, one butter biscuit from the Democratic establishment. That's why politically we are where we are. Think about it. Every other community will have internal conflicts within the Democrats. Asians, they don't agree with everything the Democrats say. Latinos, they don't agree. You start seeing white folks, they'll disagree. Who is the only group that agrees with the Democratic narrative 100% of the time? The Democratic Shield. Who is the only group that cusses out their number one voter block? The Democratic Shield. Who cusses us out more than the Democrat? Holden Martin literally says, man, shut up and damn vote. Y'all remember Clyburn, all right, when they was pressing him about reparations. He said, why y'all fucking with me? They cussed us out, try to round us up, and then they want us to go vote for them. So as we say, we're going to run the fake, I'm not really a foundational Black American isms out of the Democratic Party, we're going to bring down the Democratic establishment as well. So I feel when Trump went there, they never even asked him a question about policy. They didn't talk about the Platinum Plan. They didn't talk about education or economics. Now, mind you, we suffer all across the board. They didn't bring up anything of substance. The first thing they brought up was, well, you said some very racist things. Why should anybody vote for you? They didn't come there for negotiation. This is why politically we are where we are, because the people who are elevated to represent us, miseducation, misrepresentation, misdirection, those folks are saying we are going to live with the Democrats no matter what. Now imagine you go to a negotiation table, and when you get to the negotiation table, family, you sit there and say, oh, I'm not even with this side. I'm just going to go ahead and sign over here. We have no political leverage because 99.9% of Black folks are Democrat over everything. Democratic Party, hello, newsflash, the Democratic Party is not your race. It ain't your lineage, all right? These folks see the Democratic Party as their religion, and they will sell out every single one of you and me for some damn butter biscuits. And now they're opening the gate and saying anybody come in. According to the Democratic Party, y'all, everybody's Black. Julia Roberts is Black. Lady Gaga's Black. George Clooney's Black. Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, Caitlin Clark, whoever the hell want to be Black today, the Democrats are just going to say they Black. And it don't matter what we say. It don't matter what our lineage, heritage, the coach says. Nope. The Democrats just say everybody come on in. Everybody is Black to the Democratic establishment. No matter what your birth certificate say, no matter what your heritage, your DNA says, it's every 4 years, they just pick any random person, say, you're going to be Black, Black folks deal with it. And if you don't do it, then you are a bad Black person and your ancestors are ashamed of you. Shaming tactics. That's all it is, y'all. The new thing and the new trend that we got going is we posting things on social media. And I know my brother Rose City, he put up, who he put up? Was it George? No, it wasn't George Clooney. He put up Hall and Oates. And he said, according to the Democrats, that's Outcast. All right. According to the Democrats, Brad Pitt is Tupac Shakur. Yep. According to the damn Democrats, Channing Tatum is Nas. It don't even matter to the Democrats. That's just the way they get out. Kim Kardashian. It don't matter. Whoever they want to be Black is Black. They just have this open door policy. But it's funny, y'all. When they start giving reparations to other groups, they make it clear that group is only themselves. When they start giving reparations to the Indians, we literally have facts and documents to prove who we are. And they say, y'all can't get no money. Nope. So it's funny how everybody else has a locked door, bolt. They put the goddamn dresser in front of it. We can't get in. But when it comes to who's Black, everybody comes on in. That is the way it is. According to the Democratic Party, everybody in the world is Black except for us. Because remember, Joe Biden said, you don't vote for him, you ain't Black. Let's go to work. This right here, family, was the National Association, the NABJ. And I believe that the BJ did not stand for black journalists. I think the first word rhymes with slow and the last one rhymes with odd. Okay, so that BJ was something different. They can say whatever it is. I think it's the BJ. They got that right. But that B and J meant what they do when they next to Joe Biden or the Democratic establishment. That's what that really meant, because that's all they do. They put the pipe game on them. That's it. That's all. Yes, indeed. Certified salute to the whole family. Fair use, fair use, fair use, y'all. This is about teaching, research, scholarship, commentary, fair use to the whole crowd. YouTube, fair use is enacted. Fair use. By the way, I need y'all to help me. This person right here, Rachel Scott, she's the one from ABC News, y'all. Can somebody tell me, is she Black American? Because I'm hearing that she's African. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that she's a non-FBA. I just talked to Tariq last night on one of his spaces, and Tariq made a good point. He said the tether invasion is it. The tether invasion, because half of these people out here talking about who's black, they're not black. Joy Reid is the main one. She's not black, okay? She's not Black American. Holland Martin, he is Haitian, okay? This woman right here, I'm hearing very clear that she is not a Black American. And I'm, looking through some statistics, and I just happened to find a picture of her fiance. And let me just tell y'all, he ain't nowhere near us, okay? So we see where her mind's at. You're absolutely right. This is a divester. She's swirling and twirling. Okay, she's Ghanaian. Thank you. See, that's why I love y'all. Boy, I told y'all, the certified foundational Black American grassroots gonna get you. This live chat is where it's at, and I'm gonna say that forever, y'all. That's what I heard too. So we pretty much confirmed it. When FBA said it's true, y'all. So she is a tether. And do you guys remember what I tell y'all? What happens when you mix a tether and a swirler? You get a goddamn twirler. So we got a twirler right here who's interviewing a person running for president. She doesn't talk about economics. She doesn't talk about resources or tangibles. She goes on some Democratic tirade. This was a shamble, y'all. Holland Martin was in the crowd yelling. Donald Trump didn't even know who he was. Donald Trump said some guys in the crowd. Holland Martin was yelling. They didn't even want to invite Donald Trump. They completely attacked him as soon as he pulled up. These people are not about business. We say we stand on lineage business. These people are about democratic business. And democratic business is bringing down and depriving Black Americans. They are not serious. How you don't want to bring to negotiations. So you're a free agent and you want to play for either the Chicago Bulls or the LA Lakers. And you, instead of saying, I'm going to take the best deal with the best money, you say, no, I'm just going to go on this side. You have no negotiation. If it's a duopoly, family, you got to play the game. These folks ain't playing chess. They not playing checkers. They playing Uno, all right? They playing kids games, y'all. Connect Four, all right? That's what they doing. They playing tag. These folks ain't serious. And this is why the Democratic establishment is on its way down, y'all. All the way to hell down. So watch the way she started off. And she came at Donald Trump from the jump, y'all. Now, we don't cape for Donald Trump at all. But at the end of the day, this is about business, never emotion. If Donald Trump going to build that goddamn wall, then we going to do some conversation. Donald Trump going to get these 22 million new illegals out the country. We going to do some conversation. Like Tariq said, you send one of us, Black Alpha, Tariq Nasheed. You send in Marcel Dixon. Y'all know we sit down with Trump. We going to leave with some goddamn money. These folks sit down with Trump and they immediately go into democratic attack mode. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Watch this, family.
Is NABJ fact check. We have a lot to get to and we do not want to waste any time. So let's bring out the former president of the United States, the Republican nominee for president, former President Donald Trump. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who are American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabbit to describe Black district attorneys. You've attacked Black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort.
What, family, what kind of questions are these? These aren't even questions. These are attack statements. Family, look at what we're dealing with as foundational Black Americans, and you open up with that? You open up with that right there. I don't care what anybody feels about Donald Trump. We talking business. Listen, I don't give a damn about my boss. But if he cutting that goddamn check and we talking some goddamn business, I'm not going to go out there and say, well, you called 3 people names and you lied on Wednesday afternoon. This is what they doing. They on some goon stuff, family. And watch how she proceeds with that. And then Trump calls her back out.
So my question, sir, now that you are asking Black supporters to vote for you, why should Black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question in such a horrible manner. First question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network. And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country. I've done so much for the black population of this country, including employment, including opportunity zones with Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, which is one of the greatest programs ever for black workers and black entrepreneurs. I've done so much. And, you know, and I say this, historically, black colleges and universities were out of money. They were stone cold broke. And I saved them and I gave them long-term financing and nobody else was doing it. I think it's a very rude introduction. I don't know exactly why you would do something like that. And let me go a step further. I was invited here and I was told my opponent, whether it was Biden or Kamala, I was told my opponent was going to be here. It turned out my opponent isn't here. You invited me under false pretense. And then you said, you can't do it with Zoom. Well, you know, where's Zoom? She's going to do it with Zoom and she's not coming. And then you were half an hour late, just so we understand. I have too much respect for you to be late. They couldn't get their equipment working or something was wrong.
I would love
I think it's a very nasty question. I have answered the question. I have been.
Look at that right there, family. He's literally sitting there telling them, hey, listen now, this happened, and this happened. And y'all right, Donald Trump's funny as hell. I'm sorry, I be laughing at Trump. I be laughing at some of the stuff he says. He sits there and says, hey, listen now, I came here for this, this, and this. And by the way, what he's referring to with Kamala Harris didn't come. She was like, I'm not coming. Then they said you can do it with Zoom. You can't do it. I believe that the very fact that he goes to this event, and I already knew what it was going to be, and he knew what it was going to be. This was going to be in a Democratic attack dog show. That's exactly what it was going to be. As soon as he gets there and they start spewing all this, that, and the other thing, no policy, y'all. No policy. All she got to do is say, black folks are this, black folks are this. Black folks are behind here, black folks are behind here. If she wants to know where black folks are behind, only thing she's got to do is look at the policies of the Democratic establishment. Look at Joe Biden for the last 4 years. She skips over that because, you know, that might make Massa look a little too bad. So she went into Democratic attack mode. And this is why politically, black Americans are in the position we are in because these fake, outdated crony and decoys that are put there to misrepresent us, they'd rather find time to read the Democratic establishment's playbook than speak actual tangible things.
In the best president for the black population since Abraham Lincoln. That's my answer.
Better than President Johnson, who signed the Voting Rights Act.
For you to start off.
Listen to that, family. She said better than President Johnson, who's listen. She says better than President Johnson, Lyndon Baines Johnson, LBJ, who was the vice president for John F. Kennedy, and then he became the president after John F. Kennedy was harmed. She says that LBJ was a good president for black people. Listen to this, family. Listen carefully, her rebuttals. Because in a second, she's going to say Kamala Harris is black because she went to an HBCU. This is their definition of blackness. This is why anybody can be black off the street. This is why Susan Sarandon can be Angela Bassett to the Democratic Party, okay? This is why Christina Aguilera can be Fantasia to the Democratic Party. They literally think that LBJ was a hero of black people when he's literally on record throwing around the N-word like a goddamn Frisbee. That is a Democrat black, not a certified black.
Well, you know, where's Zoom? She's going to do it with Zoom and she's not coming. And then you were half an hour late, just so we understand. I have too much respect for you to be late. They couldn't get their equipment working or something was wrong.
I would love
I think it's a very nasty question. I have answered the question. I have been the best president for the black population since Abraham Lincoln. That's my answer.
Better than President Johnson, who signed the Voting Rights Act.
For you to start.
President Johnson, family, LBJ was a staunch racist. The only reason LBJ did anything, thank you, he did not even want to sign it. Absolutely. Y'all absolutely positively correct, y'all. LBJ did not want to sign the Civil Rights Act. Only reason he even did that was for political purpose because black folks in America was putting in that damn work. We always say that in the black grassroots. The only reason that got signed is because brothers and sisters was putting in work out here in these streets. Heavy work. And he was forced to do it, and it was a strategy, okay? It was a strategy. And didn't LBJ say that, and y'all know what I'm about to say, so go ahead and fill in the censors. He said, if we sign the Civil Rights Act, we will have those NIGG, y'all know what, voting Democrat for the next 60 years. Think about it. This is what he said. This is a direct quote. LBJ said that. He said, if we sign the Civil Rights Act, black folks will be voting Democrat for the next 60 years. Family, he signed it, and black folks been voting it for the last 60 years, family. Let's be real. This is who they uplift. This is who this twirler is trying to uplift. Get the hell out of here, y'all. Get the hell out of here.
A question and answer period, especially when you're 35 minutes late because you couldn't get your equipment to work in such a hostile manner. I think it's a disgrace.
Let me just ask a follow-up, sir, and then we'll move on to other questions here. Some of your own supporters, including Republicans on Capitol Hill, have labeled Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first Black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket, as a DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you? And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define
diversity, equity, inclusion?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is that what your definition?
That is
give me a
literally
definition
the words
then. Would you give me a definition of that? Give me a definition.
Sir, I'm asking you a question, a very direct question.
Define.
Here we go, y'all. Here we go. This is the clown show that is politics right here. Now, mind you, y'all, if she was sitting there with Joe Biden, would she be pressing Joe Biden on any issues? No, she'd be throwing them softballs. All right, and y'all know that Joe Biden is 7,036 years old. So she be giving him every single softball that she can find. She ain't asked one policy. How many times do you get to sit down and talk to somebody about some tangibles and you talking about LBJ was a great damn president and the DEI hire about Kamala Harris? I don't give a damn if she's an IEDZLMNOP. I want some goddamn money, and we here to talk about goddamn business. That right there is Democratic shilling to the maximum.
Define it for me, if you
I just defined it, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a Black woman?
Well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was Black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn Black, and now she wants.
Here we go, family. Who'd he get this from? This is exactly what we've been saying. And mind you, y'all, this is what Kamala's been saying. We're going to break it down. Trump, I'm going to let him go and do his talking. We're going to do our unpacking, certified style.
It's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was Black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn Black, and now she wants to be known as Black. So I don't know. Is she Indian or is she Black?
She is always identified as a Black woman. She went to a historically Black college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a Black person.
To be clear, sir, do you believe that
I think somebody should look into that too when you continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
It's a direct question, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is a DEI hire, as some
I
Republicans
really don't
have
know.
said?
I mean, I really don't know. Could be. There are some, and there are plenty. I know this lady right over there, Harris, is a fantastic person who just interviewed me at length, and we had a great interview, I think, and I heard you got very good ratings on that.
Well, you told me it was the longest one of your life, so we had a good discussion. Look, I want to talk about why you're here today. I mean, it is not lost on us how divided we are as a country. And as you were coming to
freeze, y'all. Oh, I love this. Y'all know we run the world. Name me another group of people that can be standing on business and our talking points and our narratives are reaching the highest level of world society. Remember, if you reach the top levels of America, you don't reach the top levels of the world, because America run the world and we run America. That part. Notice right there, y'all. Notice right there. First off, I like the way Trump pivoted around that, all right? I like the way he was like, maybe it could be whatever. Because my whole aspect is this, y'all. If you go out there and you say, what about economics? What do you plan to do for Black folks economically in America? What do you plan to do about healthcare for Black Americans? What are you going to do about education? That right there would be a substantial question. She wasn't on that type of time. She was on the time where I'm just going to go out there and I'm going to attack him. So you get that, what they say, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes, right? All right, you play them games, they're going to play along with you. And this is why we go nowhere politically, because of these people. This is why the Democrats got to be replaced and moved out the way, hands down. And the couch is the best way to do that. But that's a whole nother thing for a whole nother day. Notice there right there. And let me go back. I'm going to go back to that in a second. I'm going to show y'all this. You guys are absolutely right. Absolutely right. When you start talking about LBJ, listen to all the false narratives that she gave when she was speaking about LBJ. So according to her, the twirler lady, all right, she sat there and told the whole world. She says LBJ was the best president for Black people. Lyndon Baines Johnson, all right? A starch anti-Black racist, completely. Look at this right here, y'all. You were absolutely right. It was not by no means 60 years. He said, I will have black folks voting Democrat for the next 200 years. That's the person that she sat there and quoted as some type of great hero to the black American community. Think about it, y'all. The person that'll sit there and tell you that LBJ is some type of great asset to black America is the same person that'll sit there and tell you that Kamala Harris is black, even though her paperwork shows everything other than. There's no logic and there's no sense with the Democrats. The Democrats are people who lie to you straight to your goddamn face because they don't respect you. They don't respect you. They don't respect your kids. They don't respect your family. Only thing that moves a Democrat is a pat on the head from massa. And according to her, her massa is LBJ. Family, how in the hell can somebody make that comment right there? And mind you, everybody knows he made this. This is a clear statement. This ain't something we had to dig up, go find. He was known as one of the biggest racists in the 21st century, family, the 20th century, and all of the above. Everybody knows LBJ was a complete racist. Even Dr. Martin Luther King knew this. So how the hell are they going to try to sell us this hero of the civil rights era 60 years later? Get the hell out of here. This is what we speak of when we speak of how disconnected these people are from reality. Damn, we got 800 plus people in here right now. Smash the like button and subscribe. We here all night. Happy Friday to everybody. Stay good. Let's roast these folks, family, till they know who we are. And apparently they know exactly who we are because they out here using our goddamn talking points. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? So that's one thing she said. Notice the next thing she said, fam. She said, well, Kamala Harris is black and she's always identified as black. She went to an HBCU and what? Man, brothers and sisters been getting on that. That's something that's been pissing black folks off for a minute now. All this stuff with people running around here and they saying, well, you know, you black because you went to an HBCU. Family, the family is not going for that one. No. Brothers and sisters is like, hell no. Look at this right here. Let me show you somebody else who went to an HBCU, y'all. Let me show you somebody else who went to an HBCU, who's also one of the lead members of the NAACP. That right there, what you're looking at, is a high-ranking NAACP official. This person right here that you're looking at was also a high-ranking member of not just her local chapter, the national chapter, and then on top of that as well, this individual went to an HBCU. Now, we all know that HBCUs have been infiltrated across the board with people from the dominant society. We're talking about the dominant society has folks getting Juneteenth scholarships. You got folks who are coming here from Africa, and they're over here getting civil rights scholarships. Everything that belongs to us goes to everybody except us. And this is who the Democratic establishment tries to tell us is black. This is who the Democratic establishment tries to tell us is one of us. Remember, they was out there accepting her. Don't get it tangled or twisted. No. Joy Reid, Roland Martin, they were out there defending Rachel Dolezal or whatever the hell. They were out here defending her. When we was like, that ain't a black woman, they were like, hold on now. If she feels that's what she is. As a matter of fact, y'all, remember she started the term transracial. Remember that. That term, we was like, what the hell that mean? Where the hell that come from? Who started that term? That was the Democrats. That was the Democratic Shield. That came from liberals. Transracial was something they was kicking heavy, y'all. Remember that. Let's not forget. They was trying to hit us with that. So why? So you can have the Kamala Harrises of the world. See, the Democrats and the liberals, what they like to do, y'all, they like to just create a fake word. And once they create this fake word, they put it into circulation. Once they put it into circulation, then everybody else can come in. And it always goes against us, and it benefits people who want to steal from us. They create terms that are beneficial to everybody other than foundationals, and then they create terms that are hinderings to foundationals. That's what minority is. Minority works for everybody other than black Americans. People of color works for everybody other than black Americans. The black and brown coalition works for everybody other than black Americans. And transracial is what they was trying to run with. And they send out every Democratic shield. So if you look right now at Kamala Harris, what's the difference between her and Rachel Dolezal? Matter of fact, they got more in common than they have separate. They are both non-black Americans. Matter of fact, at least Rachel Dolezal, at least she's from America. Kamala Harris ain't from America. No. She's from Canada. All right, she's from Canada. So this person right here is non-black. This person's non-black. This person's non-black, but from America. This person is non-black and not from America. They both put on the black jacket. They're both lineage, heritage is clearly separate from us. And they both have been handpicked and escorted by the Democratic establishment right into black society. And they both got their asses ran to hell, right the hell back. We win again. That's what the Democrats have been trying to sell us. That's what the Democrats have been trying to tell us. And that's what foundational black Americans are not going for. We are going to keep continually representing to the fullest, y'all. We're going to continue to let the whole world know that this person is not black. We're going to continue to let the whole goddamn world know that our lineage, heritage, and culture belongs to us and nobody else. Certified salute, family. I appreciate the birthday love. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's get back, though, family, right here to the whole debacle of a debate. Now, right after this, right after you've seen all that stuff about Kamala being black or not being black, I want y'all to notice they eventually get into jobs and they start talking about people coming here to take our jobs. And y'all know we got the statistics that prove every goddamn thing, everything. Watch how he starts talking about immigration. And notice how when he speaks about immigration, we got the statistics to back it up. We got the statistics to show that immigration harms black Americans more than everybody. And every other community accepts that, except the Democratic shills. These folks ain't our friends, they are foes. These folks ain't on our team, these folks is ops.
Today, we really got to see that we are divided along the lines of race, along the lines of gender. And there is this question of, in this moment where we are, why come here? What is your message today?
My message is to stop people from invading our country that are taking, frankly, a lot of problems with it. But one of the big problems, and a lot of the journalists in this room I know and I have great respect for, a lot of the journalists in this room are black. I will tell you that coming from the border are millions and millions of people that happen to be taking black jobs. You have the best.
What exactly is a black
job?
Stop. Look, family, this is what we're talking about. She asked him a simple question. Why are you here? And he says, I'm here to stop immigration from taking black jobs. How the hell can you be more clear than that? I don't give a damn if you don't like Donald Trump. I don't give a damn if you don't like his comb over, his hair blowing in the wind, his policies. That right there is a clear answer that works for foundational black Americans. Now, whether you hear that and you want to go vote, whether you hear that and you don't give a damn about voting, I don't care. But the question was simply asked, why are you here? Because remember, everybody's saying, why you come here now? What you here for? He said, I'm here. He literally answered it by stating the question. I'm here because I want to stop illegal immigration from harming black people. I'm here to stop illegal immigration from taking black jobs. And can we please stop with the whole, what's a black job? And he says it. He says a black job is any job that a black person has, because guess what? These folks are taking jobs away from all Americans. And the statistics have shown it. Every single sociology report has shown it. And the Democrats know it better than we know it because they see the numbers. They just don't give a fuck. That's what it is. This is not a matter of we not sure and we don't know. It's a matter of we know. We just want to keep it away from black Americans. That's what it's all about. The man answered the question clear as day. The man said, I'm here to stop the illegal immigration invasion, something that a lot of black Americans want stopped as well. And notice that the twirler, Rachel Scott, she jumped in after she already asked her first two hostile questions that had nothing to do with policy, that were complete runarounds. Now, when the other person is asking her questions, Rachel Scott jumps right back in and interrupts the man's question. This is why the Democratic establishment is going to have a hell of a hard time come November on Election Day when black Americans sit on the damn couch.
Is anybody that has a job. That's what it is. Anybody that has a job.
All right.
And
Mr.
they're taking the employment away from black people. They're coming in, they're invading. It's an invasion of millions of people, probably 15, 16, 17 million people. I have a feeling it's much more than that. And everybody's been seeing what's happened. The first group of people, the black population, is affected most by that. And Kamala is allowing it to happen. She's the border czar. She's the worst border czar in the history of the world. There's never been a border czar like this. She's never even essentially been. She said she was there once, but not the right part of the border. So she was a border czar. She's done a horrible job. These people are coming into our country and they're taking black jobs and Hispanic jobs. And frankly, they're taking union jobs. Unions are being very badly affected by all of the millions of people that are pouring into our country. And one thing, as we discussed, many of these people are coming in from mental institutions, from prisons, from jails. They're gang members in other countries. Other countries are setting loose their prisoners. They're opening up their prisons and their mental institutions, and they're taking their bad people, drug dealers, gang members, and they're bringing them into the United States. I mean, their crime rate is going down, and our crime rate is going to be a disaster.
How can you debate that right there? other than being a Democratic shield and not wanting to hear that, how the hell can you debate that right there? The question was asked, the question was answered, and the statistics and the facts prove exactly what he just sat there and said. We see it clear as day. That shows you the way the Democrats are operating. That shows you the way the Democrats are functioning. They don't really want to hear that, y'all. They don't really want to go there. They want to live in a world where none of that matters. They don't want you to talk about immigration. Think about it, y'all. Immigration is the biggest issue amongst all party lines, all racial lines, but the only people who are hush-hush and quiet about immigration effects on America are Democratic shields. When have you heard Joy Reid talk about the negative impact of immigration? She doesn't. When have you heard Roland Martin or Van Jones or Bakari Sellers? When you out here in the streets, family, the average Black American, they know what's going on with immigration because they feel it. They see when you go to the store, you got all these folks who can't even speak English who come here and they walk right through the store. They're pulling into your neighborhoods. They're getting all types of jobs. Everybody knows what's going on with the invaders that are coming to the United States of America. Everybody does, except for the Democratic shields, because their job is to fool Black folks to think immigration is good for us. And if you sit here and say what I'm saying, they're going to tell us that we xenophobic, because that's one of the main things they always do. They got a laundry list of things they do, family, where they point to and they say, you're bad, you're shameful, you're xenophobic. That's a way of denouncing the truth that we speak. So you see that right now. God damn, we got 1,000 people on, family. All day long, certified salute. Subscribe to the Black Alpha Network. We're doing it again, family. What's that, like 4 in a row? We hot. We hot, family. We hot. We going all the way, family. We going 10 times platinum. Diamond, y'all. We got 1,000 people in here on a Friday night. It is my birthday. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, and share the Black Alpha Network. We are certified family, y'all. This is our time, and I love y'all with a passion, man. So appreciate the love. We got some more work to do, and the work does not stop, y'all. Let's go. I got some statistics, and a lot of y'all have seen this. And I'm going to show y'all, it's not an argument what's going on with immigration. It's not no secret what's going on with immigration. The man simply stated what everyone knows about the way immigration affects Black Americans. I can't believe we got 1,000 people in here already. Damn, we pushing, y'all. Damn, yes, indeed. Get those likes up, y'all. Smash that like button. We got over 1,000 people. We almost got 1.1 thousand people in here. Everybody smash that like button. Everybody subscribe, because we move together as one unit. Each one teach one. We stronger together, y'all. So make sure you tap all the way in. Appreciate the love. Thank you for the happy birthday, my brother. I appreciate that, family. Much love and respect, man. Much love and respect. I love all y'all, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. I want y'all to see this right here. A lot of y'all seen this, but this is something they've been hiding from us for a long damn time. Look at this right here. And I want to propose upon you this question. Have you ever seen the Democrats talk about this right here? Yeah, y'all know I consistently show this all the time. And we're going to show it again, and we're going to show it again until they get the goddamn point. These folks are coming into our neighborhoods, into our communities. They're bringing anti-Black racism with them, and they do not like us. Only 560 of America's 19.5 cities are set aside for sanctuary cities for 22 million illegals. That's 22 million illegals, okay? Those 560 cities just happen to contain 70% of America's Black population. Hopefully, no one is dumb enough to think this is an unfortunate coincidence that disproportionately harms Black Americans. In other words, this ain't no goddamn accident. This is by design. 560 cities, and it contains 70% of Black Americans' population. So you're trying to fit 70% of 22 million illegals in our communities. And you mean to tell me, y'all, that we are not being affected by illegal immigration? And when Trump is being asked about that, folks is getting mad at him the same way they get mad at us. It doesn't matter what you say. If you go against the Democratic Party line, they gonna get mad at you. That's exactly what they trying to do. Please screenshot that. I know a lot of y'all already have that screenshotted because we've been showing that for a long time, y'all. But this is what they don't show you. So when you sit there and you see him talking about illegal immigration, and you sit there and you see him talking about all the things going on in America, and they don't talk about that right there, They doing that by design, y'all. They doing that by clear design. And now they're trying to get these folks to vote. And now they're trying to get these folks elevated above us. Why are they doing that? Because they want to take these people and they want to make these people the new voter bloc for the Democratic Party. And we've been calling that out for the longest amount of time. That's what the game plan is. That's what they've been trying to do. All by design. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Yes, indeed. This is what they're trying to do. This is what they're trying to do. So as Trump sits there and they're having back and forth, how are you going to have a back and forth about that right there when the statistics prove it clear as day? Clear as day. And I want y'all to notice something else that was said. Y'all notice that when Donald Trump first started speaking, we're going to give the hypocrisy, all right, the bigotry of the Democratic establishment. We're going to break that all the way down to the goddamn T. I want y'all to notice, as Donald Trump is sitting there talking to this individual, and she's saying, well, how can you do this and how can you say that? All that talk that she's trying to give, basically saying, we're not here to negotiate. We're not here to even listen. They don't even want to listen. Forget negotiate. Negotiate requires actually listening. These folks ain't even trying to listen. They're there to tell Black Americans, if you got two choices, you don't have no choice other than the Democratic establishment. That's what it is. You don't like it, go to hell. That's what they basically tell us. I'm going to go back to what she was saying, though, fam. Look at this. This person right here. Notice another thing she did in the beginning. Look right here how she actually, family, she starts to bring up Donald Trump hanging out with supremacists. Watch this.
Addressing the elephant in the room, sir. A lot of people did not think it was appropriate for you to be here today. You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabbit to describe Black district attorneys. You've attacked Black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago.
Right there. You had dinner with a white supremacist. Watch that, y'all.
They came from. You have used words like animal and rabbit to describe Black district attorneys. You've attacked Black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort.
You had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago home. First off, let's get this straight, family. We got to make this very crystal clear. All them folks done did that. But you notice how, family, they'll say that right there. But you notice they'll never bring this up right here. That right there is Joe Biden with Strom Thurmond, a well-known supremacist. As a matter of fact, Joe Biden was clicked in with folks who are actually in the KKK. So when we start speaking about Donald Trump hanging out with supremacists, Joe Biden been hanging out with supremacists for 60 goddamn years. We want to start talking about people's actual backgrounds of snuggling up next to supremacy. Who has done it more than Joe Biden? Exactly. Joe Biden's been doing that for the goddamn longest. This is what we're talking about. If you're going to call out Trump, call him out. I ain't got no problem with you calling it out. But just make sure you call out that other guy and make sure you call out that other party. And if you ain't calling out that other party, then you playing games. It goes to show you they're trying to play pity pat and patty cake with white supremacy. You don't play patty cake with supremacy. You got to call it out for what the hell it is. And it's basically them saying it's okay when the Democrats do it. It's bad when the Republicans do it. It's okay when the liberals do it. It's bad when the conservatives do it. Anybody who puts supremacy in boxes and plays a game of my favorite racist is not in the best interest of foundational Black Americans at all. This guy right here was KK to the K all day long. And they'll never question Joe Biden's affiliations with these people. I mean, Joe Biden was doing eulogies for the supremacist society. He's got the longest track record of racial statements. He's still calling people boy. He call him, hey, boy, LL Cool J, boy, happy Negro Day. Happy Negro Day. I don't want my kids growing up in a racial jungle. Yeah, remember that? This is what he's saying now. So it's funny that they got X-ray vision when it comes to the Republicans, but they don't have X-ray vision when it comes to the Democrats. I say this all the time, family. When you sit down and you vote, you don't bring emotion to the table the same way you don't bring emotion to the table when you go to the bank. I don't say, well, this bank makes me feel good on the inside and this bank doesn't. You don't think, you say, give my money, and whoever get the money is how we gonna go. This thing where we're voting with emotion, that's what they do. And their emotion is always one-sided and lopsided. We are businessmen and women. I'm going to sit down at the goddamn table and you're going to provide me tangibles. If you don't, then I'm leaving. Simple as that. But what we're not going to do is start falling in love with these political people and saying, that's my favorite, and that's my favorite. And that's what the Democrats do. The Democrats have always ran that con game. They've always ran that hustle. And we are the ones who are going to break that cycle. You ain't got to love who you vote for. You ain't got to love who you don't vote for. The thing that you need to do is love your own goddamn community and love that goddamn money and them dollar signs and that reparations check that belongs to us. See, when you love reparations in your lineage, you get things done. When you love your favorite master, and I don't give a damn if your master's red or blue. I don't care if he's liberal, conservative, Republican, Democrat. I don't care if it's Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, or Joe Biden. When you get to loving these plantations, then your ass has copped out and you a fool. And that's what's been going on politically with black folks for eons. And this is why we get stuck. And trust you, family, let me say the thing that don't nobody want to talk about. The main thing that nobody really wants to go there and mention is the fact that when you speak about these people and how these people try to con us, how they try to hustle us, I want you to know one thing. And I'm going to tell everybody the dirty secret that the Democrats don't want to talk about at all. Do you know, and we all know this, when it all boils down, family, to the main part of this subject, the Democrats and the Republicans, they good friends. The Democrats and Republicans are supremacist relatives. So when the Democrats say this one's better than this one, and then the Republicans say that one's better than that one, no, because Billy Bob and Jethro are going to go home at the end of the day together. And they're going to sit at that supremacist table, and they're going to eat their goddamn no seasoned food, and they're going to talk about black folks. So this game of my favorite races, that's where the political discourse has been for the longest. And trust me, Kamala the cop want to be right there at the table with him because remember, she go home to both of them. Yes, indeed. So the only thing that we need to be on is foundational Black American time. Damn both political parties, point blank. And the Democrats want to keep us on that establishment because what is a Democrat, y'all? The Democratic shills have one job, and their job is to round all of us up to go vote for the Democratic Party at all costs. When we don't vote for the Democrats, they all go out of business. They get a goddamn pink slip. That's what happens to them all the time. This is why we stand on certified business. You go back, way back to slavery, you had the person who was in the house and he was rounding up all the folks to go pick cotton. What's the difference between the house, you know what, rounding black folks up to go pick cotton and the Democrat rounding us up to go vote blue no matter who? I'm telling you, a Democratic shield, you name them. Bakari Sellers, James Clyburn, Roland Martin, their number one job, family, is to sell black Americans out for some butter biscuits. Their allegiance is not to black Americans. Their allegiance is to everybody else. That's what it is. And they don't like when we say Kamala Harris ain't black. They don't like that. But guess what, family? That's not just what we said. She said that she wasn't. She was running as an Indian. Notice what Donald Trump said, y'all. Notice what Donald Trump said. He said she started off saying that she was Indian. They're trying to make this thing, family, where it's just a bunch of people saying this. No, she was the one running around here saying that she was an Indian and she was standing on Indian lineage business. Yes, she was. Notice how Trump throws that in there. And then we're going to show y'all how she was running around here as the main one waving that Indian flag and being promoted that way. One more time.
So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always
But you know
identified as
what?
a black woman.
I
She went to a
respect
historically
either
black
one.
college.
I respect
Went to a historically black college. Who gives a damn?
either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do
And
you
I
believe
think,
that
I think
she is
somebody should look into that too when you continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
it's a direct
Now, notice this, family. He said somebody needs to look into that. Oh, newsflash, homie. We have been looking into it. We done pulled out every goddamn receipt. And that's why your ass, Donald Trump, is sitting there having that conversation and why you're even speaking about it, because we have been the ones saying it. And I know for a fact that Donald Trump's been listening to what we've been saying. That talking point, that truth, that fact, that receipt is coming from foundational Black American society. Let it be known, y'all. Anybody out here saying this about her, they got it from us because they know that we have been the main ones calling out this fake non-black lineage that she's been trying to perpetrate. It has been us. It will always be us. That is what they're doing, and we know that for a fact. But as everybody picks up on that, and it's starting to be more clear that this is a non-Black American person, and as Donald Trump said it, he said she was Indian for a long time, and then out of nowhere, she started doing the flip-flop, the backstroke, and turning around. Watch this right here, y'all. Now everybody's saying it. It went from all those other talking points, and now you're starting to see this talking point. This right here is his J.D. Vance, the guy that's running for vice president with him. Watch now, he's even out here saying it, because it's clear as day. If you want to see Kamala's not Black, it ain't hard to find, y'all. Watch this right here.
To the National Association of Black Journalists, where he said that Vice President Harris is, quote, all of a sudden Black. As the father of 3 biracial children, did those comments give you pause at all?
They don't give me pause at all. Look, all he said is that Kamala Harris is a chameleon. She goes to Georgia 2 days ago. She was raised in Canada. She puts on a fake Southern accent. She is everything to everybody, and she pretends to be somebody different depending on which audience she's in front of. I think it's totally reasonable for the president to call that out, and that's all he did. I mean, look, she's running as a tough on crime prosecutor, even though she implemented open border policy. She's saying that she wants to support the police, yet she wanted to defund the police to be somebody different depending on the audience she's talking to.
Sounds like the facts to me. Sounds like the facts to me, family. Sounds like the facts to me. Every time she gets in front of somebody, she's talking different. And I know y'all seen her speaking completely different when she was right down here in Atlanta. Certified salute to the A. I want y'all to see this right here. She was down in Atlanta. Oh, she was putting on a hell of a show. Hell of a show, family. She found that Southern accent real good. Y'all remember I just showed y'all how she plagiarized that Dr. Martin Luther King interview, talking about I want freedom. She just took that. She just took that. Remember, Dr. Martin Luther King said that he was out in a protest in Birmingham, Alabama, and he seen a little girl say she wants freedom. And then Kamala Harris, 60 years later, said that same story. She just took out Dr. Martin Luther King, took out the little girl, and she put her and her mother in there because she also acts like her mother was some civil rights icon. This is what they be trying to do. Look at this right here, y'all. Look at the same thing that Hillary Clinton did. It's the same exact thing that Kamala Harris is doing. These folks know how to pull out the hot sauce. These folks know how to pull out the collard greens, and they know how to pull out a fake Southern accent when they trying to pander to Black people. Watch this.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
And you all helped us win in 2020, and we're going to do it again in 2024.
One more time.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
And you all helped us win in 2020, and we're going to do it again in 2024.
Same formula, y'all. Same formula, same blueprint. This is what the Democrats will continuously give Black folks until we sit on that couch and let them know we're not falling for the games. These folks literally, family, I want you to think about it because there's a tendency to get used to this type of behavior. These people literally spit in our face and talking fake Southern accent. This woman is from Canada. Okay, let's make this clear. That is a Canadian grown woman. Where did she find a Black Southern accent? Somebody tell me where the hell that came from. Hillary Clinton, mind you, y'all, it ain't just talking in a Southern accent. They're talking in a Black Southern accent, using our inflections and our dialect. Okay, any speech therapist will tell you what that's all about. That's what it is. These folks out here know exactly what they're doing. That is pandering to the maximum. And when somebody does that, family, they do not respect you. They do not respect your lineage, your heritage, and your culture. And by the way, for somebody to be so Black like they say Kamala is, how come she's got to change up the way she talks to speak to us? If it's natural, it should just be natural. If it's natural, you shouldn't have to change nothing. We don't have to do that. If we was walking around here right now, think about this too, y'all. Imagine if Black Americans were walking around here and we were speaking regular, and then out of nowhere, we just start speaking with a damn Jamaican accent. They would not allow us to do that. If we was running around here and we start speaking with a damn African accent, they would not allow us to do that. When it comes to us, family, out of nowhere, everybody can pull it. Now, they see this the same way we see it. They just, like I said, don't give a damn because that's a part of the playbook. That's a part of the game. That's a part of the hustle. She came down to Georgia, y'all, and did y'all see that, family? Did y'all see her down here in Georgia? They put on a minstrel show. See, this is another reason when they want to shift over to Donald Trump and start talking about Trump and everything that happened at the National Association of you-know-what journalists. Y'all know that. But the day before, she was in Atlanta. And when she was in Atlanta, y'all, they had Megan Thee Stallion. They had Quavo, not an economist, not a strategist. Remember, though, when Sway Lee from the group Ray Sherman, he came out and said, don't vote for Kamala. Every Democratic shield you can find came out and said, how could he say that? He's so wrong for saying that. That's unnecessary. You mean to tell me the Democrats got a problem with rappers? They never bring in any economists or strategists, but they bring in every rapper off the street. And rappers don't just come to see the president. Rappers come to the Democrats and talk policy. That's the difference. If they bring in somebody who's Latino, it's a photo op. Asian, photo op. They bring in somebody who's black, they sit down at the table and they discussing legislation. That's what's happening when it comes to us. This is what you've seen. Look at this right here. Notice, fam, she found the fake accent again. This shows you absolutely where they are. This individual is not black. When Donald Trump says she's not black, he got that from us, okay? And when we say she's not black, we got that from the receipts. And shows you again. Watch her flipping it up again, y'all.
Donald Trump, on the other hand, has been talking a big game about securing our border, but he does not walk the walk. Or as my friend Quavo would say, he does not walk it like he talks it.
Fam, look at this, family, look at these people. No, I gotta slow that down. Look at this, fam. Look at the eyes bucking. Fam, look at the eyes bucking in the back. This is what we saying about these damn shields, y'all. Look at the people in the back and they eyes bucking. Oh my goodness, now. She done said a Quavo quote now. Walks it like she talks it. Masters is gonna get us good now. Look at this, family. Watch these folks in the back acting like they just seen the best thing on the planet. They looking like they just went to their bank and seen a deposit of $2 million. She didn't say nothing profound or prolific at all. This is butter, biscuit, tap, dancing, and you get it from Democratic. Look at it. This man looking at his phone. Look, he jump up. Look at this. This is pathetic. Look at this woman. Look at that. No. We running that back. This man ain't even looking. And then he just said, oh, they cheering now. Oh, look now, masters. Look at her. Look at that. Look at this guy. Look at this person right here. She wagging back and forth. Family, if you do not get the hell out of here, this is why the Democratic plantation has had black folks in a chokehold for 60 years. If all it takes is for a non-foundational black American to portray a foundational black American and then give a quote from a washed up rapper to make these folks jump up and down. You bring up reparations, they still looking at their phone. You bring up tangibles, they looking across the street. You say a Quavo quote in a fake Southern accent, and then out of nowhere, family, you gonna see this right goddamn here. Pathetic beyond pathetic, y'all. Look at that. Look at this person start wagging. Now notice, fam. Notice this guy ain't jumping up and down. He almost looks like a handler. Notice he just sitting there standing. These folks right here, they're doing a whole bunch of jumping. Up, down, left, right, front, back, side to side. Like they just heard the best thing ever. And by the way, y'all, I got to ask y'all this question. Is some of them foreheads popping out a little too far? Yeah, there you go. Damn, see, y'all be on point. See, I didn't even see this comment, brother. You absolutely right. My brother. I thought the same thing. I thought the same exact thing because y'all know in Atlanta, they starting to flood the block with a whole bunch of non-FBA. So before I show y'all these foreheads and these hairlines, you know what I got to do. Let's count them, y'all. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little tether hairline. 4 little, 5 little, 6 tether hairline. 6 little, 7 little, 8 little, 9, 10 little tether hairlines. I count 10 tether hairlines and I count 10 Fleedman foreheads, y'all. That is exactly what we was talking about right there. Yes, the tether alert. The tether alert, family. They out there running. They done put in all the goddamn tethers, placed them in the crowd, and it is the tether palooza. So you got one tether who's on the podium, and then you got a bunch of other tethers in the crowd. We know them foreheads when we see it. They do. I'm telling you, them foreheads is popping out the screen. All right? Them goddamn tethers and them hairlines could give their own goddamn speeches. All right? Look at that right there. I'm sorry. I'm glad y'all picked up on that before. This is exactly what it is. This shows you that they will plant anybody. I mean, family, if they out here and they planting politicians who are non-FBA, then you know goddamn well they gonna plant a bunch of fans in the crowd as FBA. And I'm sorry, that one right there, woo! What is the zip code on that one? Jeez, oh goodness. I'm telling you right now, woo, you can land a plane on that. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day, a whole nother discussion. So you see right there, what I tell y'all, birds of a tether stick together. And you can see clear as day. So when we say these folks ain't black, and we say these folks are not like us, they not like us. And there ain't a goddamn thing that anybody can say that will tell us otherwise. But that's not the only thing, though, fam. As we say, at this point, it ain't just about what we say. See, only thing foundational Black Americans do, we find the facts and then we put them on the table. We provide the receipts and then we keep it moving. That's all we do, y'all. So the facts and the receipts tell us that not only have we been saying that she's an Indian woman, and Donald Trump has been listening to us and he's saying she's an Indian woman. And what we're seeing beyond that right now, y'all, is that the whole American political establishment seen her as an Indian woman. Remember what Trump said? He said she used to be someone who ran on Indian issues for the Indian community, and then she became a black person, right? Let's show you the receipts on top of that. How she became a black person. Yep. Let's just simply rewind time. These folks think we crazy. They think the receipts and the facts ain't on the table. Hell yeah, they on the table. Look at this right here, y'all. This shows you the way that they used to build her up as a non-black person, as an Indian. This is what they used to do. This is the way they used to talk it. This is what we've been seeing. So when we say this is the truth, this is the truth. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Scholarship, teaching, and research. Fair use. Watch this right here, y'all.
Is me and my sister was a proud woman. She was a brown woman. She was a woman with a heavy accent.
And her mother, Shamla Gopalan, was also the biggest influence in Kamala Harris's life.
The answer is absolutely yes, too.
After the big announcement, Harris's sister wrote in a Twitter post, "You can't know who Kamala Haris is without knowing who our mother was." In 1958, a precocious 19-year-old Indian, Gopalan traveled thousands of miles from her home and family to pursue a doctorate in nutrition and endocrinology in America. She soon became an active civil rights crusader while studying at UC Berkeley.
An active civil rights crusader. Have any of y'all ever heard her? They always make anybody who wants to be like us a crusader as some type of assistance to us. Hell no. But watch, listen to her people. This is not about black. This is not about us. This is about being an Indian.
When she almost felt free. And she took part in politics. She used to bring a whole series of literature, leftist literature from Karl Popper's, he was a great philosopher.
In her book, Harris says, "There is no title or honor on earth I'll treasure more than to say I am Shamla Gopalan Harris's daughter." Harris's visits to India with her mother kept her connected to her roots. Her grandfather, who had strong views on humanitarian issues, worked closely with officials to reallocate refugees. Their conversations had a strong influence on her.
Those walks along the beach in India really planted something in my mind and created a commitment in me before I even realized it. That has led me to where I am today.
Harris's maternal uncle, Gopalan Balachandran, who lives in Delhi, tells us how the senator turns to her amma, which means mother in Tamil, for guidance even.
Still have not seen one black person yet, y'all. We still searching.
After her death.
I don't have to tell her, make your mother proud. She said, "What are you telling me? Everything that I do, I ask myself. would Amma approve of this?
Kamala in Hindi means lotus flower and is an important symbol in Indian culture, rooted deep in the bottom of the river. Very similar to Harris's Indian identity, which she wears on her sleeve.
Her Indian identity that she wears on her sleeve? I thought she was a black person. Hold on now.
Rooted deep in the bottom of the river. Very similar to Harris's Indian identity, which she wears on her sleeve. There's no doubt that the primary source of learning for Senator Harris was from her mother's experiences and the conversations that she had with her maternal grandfather when she visited India, which was very often accompanying her mother, or when the grandparents would visit them in America. Back to you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Her primary learning was from her mother, an Indian lady, and her grandfather, an Indian man.
Sleeve. There's no doubt that the primary source of learning for Senator Harris was from her mother's experiences and the conversations that she had with her maternal grandfather when she visited India, which was very often accompanying her mother, or when the grandparents would visit them in America. Back to you, Rosemary.
My mother.
Shows you right there. That shows you again. So when Trump run around here and he's talking about how this is a Indian woman that became black, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened, and they could say anything, they could say otherwise, but it don't mean nothing at this point, y'all. At this point, we got all the facts and all the evidence. At this point, they can say whatever they want to say. At this point, they can speak it, family, but it doesn't mean that they're going to have to receive it, because we know exactly who she is. And all the evidence, all the receipts, everything on the table has allowed us to know this is a non-black American woman. This person is not black at all. And listen, if that's what you are, then just be who you are. That's the thing with these tethers and people who are non-FBA. They always ashamed. You feel me? You ask us where we from, we going to say, hey, listen, the city, the town, the state, the region, where our grandparents are from, the side of the neighborhood, which side of the street. We prideful people. So we can't really rock on the same page with people who are like, well, I'm not sure now. I don't really want to talk about it. That's not it. So I got to ask this question to everybody. When you mix a little Rachel Dolezal and you mix a little of someone else, what do you get in return? Because what it seems like, family, is that right there, these accurate depictions, it shows you who these people clearly are. And it ain't us. When you start talking about the they not like us, family, what do we say? Man, they putting the they all in it. The they is all in it, all in it, all in it. And we have been the ones calling it out. So now it gets to the point where everybody has to understand you are not going to come in our culture. You're not going to cosplay our lineage, because nothing comes good from that, y'all. Nothing comes good from that. We always are on the short end when people cosplay us. Whenever somebody starts cosplaying foundational Black American culture, we always get the short end of the stick because it's designed that way. It's meant to have people steal from us and to take from us, and then they get away with the bag, because it's all meant to empower them. Think about this, family. The reason why we've been calling out a lot of these tethers, whether they're politicians or they just somebody riding an Uber, the reason why we've been out here calling them out, y'all, is because it gets to the point where them participating in that type of behavior, that ends up essentially downgrading us and uplifting them. A tether is there to empower themselves, meaning they can't get it on their own. So what they do, they take from FBA, and then we get left with nothing left, crumbs, nothing. It's the same thing you see with these people in the political world. Barack Obama rolled foundational Black Americans all the way to being the president, gave us nothing, gave it to everybody else, rolled off into the sunset. Kamala Harris rolled foundational Black Americans all the way to be the vice president. And we've seen, because she's the sitting vice president right now, that she rolled that all the way, and then she jumped off that and then gave it to everybody else. This is what they do. It's no different than these people saying, we deserve reparations too. We deserve your money. They're going to come get the money, then they're going to go. So we delineate hard. We separate. What I say, regulation, separation, get you reparations. If you ain't on that type of time or energy, nothing's going to come to. But family, once again, what we like to do on the Black Alpha Network, we provide receipts. And the best receipt that you could ever give is not us saying it, it's them saying it. It's them saying it. So Donald Trump been listening to us. That's where he get the talking point from. FBA. All you got to do is tap into foundational Black Americans. You come right here on the Black Alpha Network every single Tuesday and Friday, family, and you're going to get every single goddamn receipt you need. All right? The chat going to give it to you. All of y'all going to give the goddamn receipts. We got more receipts with y'all in the chat than you going to get from the whole Democrat, the whole Republican, and the whole political establishment. Our chat right now, 900 plus of us, you going to get the real truth from us. And then we're going to put some truth on the table that they don't want to acknowledge. We're going to do it any goddamn way. Y'all know when it comes to her people, and we showed last week her aunt was talking about, oh, Kamala's so good. Kamala's so great. We love Kamala. How do you feel about Kamala being the first black person? No comment. You know that she comes from a caste system. Her mother comes from a caste system, which is anti-black. Her father comes from slave owners, completely anti-black. There ain't a lick of anything prideful about blackness. Blackness for her is simply just ride it until you can get in a position. Kind of like with Willie Brown, but that's another subject. That right there is what she's been doing. But I want y'all to see this right here. It ain't just us, y'all. No. A lot of folks been out here saying the same exact goddamn thing. Smash that like button while y'all here. We building, we working, we shining, we grinding. What's that dude's name? Vivek Ramaswamy? Let's go to the Republican guy who's an Indian. Let's go there. All right, this is what we do. We ain't got to just sit here and we ain't got to just say things. We can prove things. We can put the receipts in your face, all in your eyes, so you can't hide from it. Watch what he says about Kamala Harris. So this is her own people. Just happens to be this guy's from across the aisle. Watch what he says about how people feel about her flip-flopping. He responds to what Trump said, and we're going to respond to what he said. And I promise you, it's all going to come back to FBA. We right again, always.
I want to give you a chance to react to that. No doubt it's going to get attention. It already is.
Yeah, so look, on a very personal level, my parents were immigrants to this country, legal immigrants from southern India. Very same part of India that her mother also immigrated from. I think it's a hard fact, Martha, it's just a fact, whether you like it or not, that many Indian Americans in the United States are indeed somewhat offended by the way Kamala has suddenly cast aside the Indian American side of her identity. She leaned into it when she ran for office in California, big Asian American and Indian American population. So she wore that when it was convenient. She's wearing a different identity now when it's politically convenient on a national stage. Personally, I don't think we should be relying on these ethnic identities at all. We're actually American. And the problem is when you're Kamala Harris and you actually do lean into your identity politics, then you open the door to that type of criticism. But if you ask me, that shouldn't be how this election is decided one way or another. It should be decided on our own identity as Americans and what our vision is for the future of the country. And the number one thing missing in Kamala Harris's candidacy is that she lacks that vision for the country. That's what we
Notice now, family, he says that folks on the other side of her lineage or race, or because we still got a big question mark on who this person is. Notice now he's talking from the Republican side. So he's trying to get those Republican Punjabi butter biscuits. But notice right here, he says that they're not rocking with her on the other side of the fence. They're not really standing for her on the other side of things. And it goes to show you what we've been saying again. She's going to end up being racially homeless. Because what happens when foundational Black Americans don't rock with her? You're seeing it now. You're seeing it. I don't give a damn what the poll numbers say. The poll numbers when it come to us are in the trash. And then when she's going to try to run to the other side, it's going to be in the trash over there. So then she's going to be stuck with nowhere to go. And she's going to be out there with nothing to see. And once that happens, y'all, it's a wrap. But as we speak about that being a wrap, fam, y'all know they done pulled out her arch nemesis. Oh, yeah. And I got to show y'all this. Look at this right here. Tulsi Gabbard. Y'all know the one who literally single-handedly ruined her bid to be president of the United States the first go around. They done pulled her out now, and she started going in on Kamala, saying the same exact thing that we've been saying about Kamala. It goes to show again, though, family, from Ramaswamy to Kamala, you still don't see no Black people in the fold up. They having all these conversations about Blackness, but there ain't no Black people there because ain't none of them Black at all. Fair use, fair use, fair use enacted. Teaching, scholarship, research, fair use. Watch this right here, y'all.
Well, we keep hearing about how great Kamala is, how historic she is, but then we ask people on the street about it, Tulsi. Watch.
What would you say she has accomplished as vice president?
Not a lot. Not a lot, to be quite honest with you. If somebody knows, they could tell me, because I don't know.
I actually don't know. I'm just going to put that there. I have no idea.
What has she accomplished? Absolutely nothing.
Well, look, I mean, she has some fans out there. I mean, a lot of independent voters will look at her. African-American women, I think, will be very interested in this candidacy. But it's the old puppet Biden and the new puppet Kamala. Goodbye, old puppet. Hello, new puppet.
That's exactly right, Laura. And I just really hope that people pay attention to the truth. And again, she actually does have a record over these past 3.5 years as part of the partner to President Biden in this administration. You know, obviously the most glaring example is she was tasked with securing the border. She failed completely at that task. And you look at every single example of what she could have done as vice president and that she failed to do, failing to serve the interests of the American people, revealing yet again why we, the people, regardless of political party, we, the people, should not allow her to be in this position as president and commander-in-chief, one in which she is clearly incapable of filling and would be very dangerous in that position.
Right there, family. They try to run from everything that she says about Kamala because on top of saying that Kamala is not a black person, on top of that, she pulls out her record. They pull out that record so good, family, and it is a wrap across the board because her record is in the trash. You cannot, will not run from your own record. You can hide all you want to, but that record is going to come back on you from day damn one. I want to say fair use again, family, fair use again, because when you start seeing some of these people who've been doing all of this caping for Kamala, family, we're going to have to start getting real with some of these goddamn politicians. We're going to have to start getting real with these entertainers, okay? Because now when they go out there and you start seeing political campaigns, and the people that you see on these political campaigns are this individual that you see right here. This is where politics is at in the United States of America. Watch this right here, family.
Somebody just gonna make a say, AK. Look at the. What's somebody just gonna make a say, AK? The hot girl comes reporting live with the future president of the United States. Everybody, what do you have to say to the American people? We are not going back.
Now, she hasn't chosen a running mate, but the Harris campaign now tells us where she'll be headed with that new partner next week. They're going to start Tuesday night in Philadelphia. Pennsylvania is the home state of one of the guys on the VP shortlist, Josh Shapiro. So maybe that's a hint. But we also know the campaign is headed to Western Wisconsin, Detroit, Raleigh, Savannah, Georgia, Phoenix, and Las Vegas. Some of the contenders are also from those states. But here in this battleground state last night, Harris was already making her case.
Atlanta turned up and turned out for Vice President Harris, and a rap star came with a new slogan for campaign merch. Megan Thee Stallion and others made this the largest crowd of Harris's young campaign. More than 10,000 people filled a downtown arena.
Hotties for Harris. Hotties for Harris, family. Not foundational Black Americans and reparations. Not anything substantial. Hotties for Harris. This is who they go and get when they are trying to pander to Black Americans. This is who they go run to when they're trying to fool us, family. It shows you what they really sincerely think about us. They would never have Punjabis for her. They would never have Asians for her. She would never go get anybody out there dancing around and prancing around for votes from her other community. It shows you what they try to do. Family, the Democrats ain't never going to change. Ain't ever going to change. This is who they are. And when somebody shows you who they are, you better believe them. I want to show y'all this. Now, it's real quiet, so I'm going to read y'all what Megan Thee Stallion said. And family, like I said before, I don't give a damn if somebody got a good song. I don't give a damn if we like their movies. Entertainers going to have to start getting called all the way the hell out, all right? Taraji P. Henson, she out there running her mouth right now again, because remember, she's wagging her finger. Kerry Washington, all them folks. Megan Thee Stallion is literally out here talking about policies that Kamala Harris is going to present. Not one of those policies are for us. And even if they were, what the hell is she talking about them for? They would never go get an Indian woman from the Indian community to talk policies. They would never do that. They would never go get an Asian woman who's an entertainer. They would never go get a Latino woman. Remember, when Cardi B went to talk to Joe Biden, they was talking about Black issues, and Cardi B's Puerto Rican. So what does that tell you right there? Watch right here, family. Megan Thee Stallion literally goes out there. And remember, every election is somebody different. The last election, family, it was Cardi B. Little Baby showed up. Now, when Ice Cube showed up and he started talking about tangibles, it lets you know it's not just about entertainers, because if the entertainers on code, they'll say hell to the no. But watch this right here. Megan Thee Stallion was out there really disrespecting us. I'm going to show y'all what she said. It's real quiet, but I'm going to show you. It says, Megan Thee Stallion addresses folks criticizing her performance at Kamala Harris's Atlanta rally. Basically, Megan Thee Stallion told all of us in the grassroots, to hell with y'all. I'm going to twerk, I'm going to pop, and I'm going to do whatever I can do to get some goddamn biscuits from Kamala Harris. And I'm going to be that entertainer who does it. We know the Democrats always use entertainers, but it's time, family, we start getting up on these entertainers for doing it. You ain't got to do it, all right? They call you, you ain't got to do it. These folks now, they basically tell us they're going to do what they want to do. She said, right quick, She said, people mad at me. Here we go. They was fake mad when I was popping it for Kamala. And it smiled at y'all. I don't think they heard what she said. I was popping it for. She wants a ceasefire. That's why she was popping it, y'all. Kamala wants women's rights. Kamala had said she wants somebody else's rights. I don't even think she knows what she's saying. He's telling you, she wants lower gas prices. So she said she's going to twerk again. He said, I'm going to twerk for Kamala Harris. I'm going to twerk again. And if y'all don't like it, black folks who are actually serious, who really want some benefits and really want to go there, the hell with y'all. She said she going to twerk regardless, y'all. That's what she's saying right there, family. She said they was fake mad that I was popping it for Kamala, and I don't think they heard what she said. Kamala said she wants a ceasefire. Kamala says she supports women's rights. Kamala says she's tired of these high gas prices. Kamala said, I'm for the people. Hotties for Harris. So Megan Thee Stallion, y'all, is your new economist. Megan Thee Stallion is your new political strategist. And she's going to pop, twerk, twist, and turn, whether you like it or not. The Democrats, at this point, put batteries in their back, and these folks love the goddamn battery. They love the battery. That's what I was saying the other day. It's to the point now, y'all, we got to start calling out the Democrat politicians, the Democratic shills, all the little journalists, and we got to start calling out these people who support that stuff. All these entertainers. You can't sit there and see somebody be a minion and a puppet year after year. We want reparations and tangibles, but yet you're out here giving us twerking. You would never see that for another community, y'all. And I'm going to tell you why. The politicians wouldn't give you these people, and then an entertainer from another community, they wouldn't even do it. You go right now to George Lopez and say, let's talk economics for Latinos. He going to say, whoa, hombre, I don't know that. Let's go get a Latino economist, and he's going to do the talking. You go to, I don't know, Chang, what's the dude name? Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan going to say, nope, that's not my field. I'm going to go get somebody else to go do it. A black entertainer, they want to be your economist. They want to be your strategist. They want to be your goddamn electrician. They want to be your Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense. They don't give a damn because they want them butter biscuits. So we got to hold these entertainers accountable. That right there, I don't give a damn about none of her songs. I don't give a damn about her twerking. I don't give a damn about none of that. What I do care is that foundational black Americans, we up against the ropes right now. You got 22 million illegals, and you got somebody who's coming in saying they're going to bring in another 22 million. And Megan Thee Stallion is running interference. Quavo running interference. The same exact way Little Baby did, and Big Baby and Tall Baby, or whatever the hell rapper they bring out, and they put in the way to talk economics. We are the only people who have entertainers speaking about our policies. Malcolm X was talking about this in the 60s. He said you had flute players, piano players, Lena Horne, and the entertainers are always hand up, pick me, pick me, pick me. We got to start completely running these folks out the paint. I don't give a damn. If you vote blindly and you say Democratic plantation, what that does, family, that harms black Americans. Straight up and down. And anything that harms black Americans has to be considered the upside, has to be addressed as such, and we have to treat them as such. That's just the way the ball bounces. All this stuff, well, I like your song. Your song is really good. So since I like your song, I'm going to let you represent 50 million black Americans politically. And then I'm going to make excuses for it. And it's going to be cool. And we're going to let it all ride. Hell no. Hell no, 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 no. And it shows you right there, y'all. This is how they view us. And it's only going to be us who breaks those chains. All right? Nobody's going to do that for us. It's going to take foundational black Americans, all of us collectively, to break the chains of all of that. Because I'm telling you now, they're going to continue to give us entertainers. That ain't going to stop. There's a rapper right now that's probably about 4 years old. And I'm telling you, I guarantee you, within the next 12 years, he going to be sitting there talking about economics at the goddamn White House. And he's 4 years old right now. How do you know this? Because the little, what's a girl named Glorilla, who was just there at the White House hanging out with Joe Biden? Glorilla, this girl was in what, middle school? She was in middle school in the last couple of elections, and she got an invite. Family, they inviting rappers who are streamers, rappers who can't even sell out a goddamn pizzeria, are literally getting invites. And fam, they don't take photo ops. They're sitting at the Oval Office talking, conversating, speaking. These people are literally discussing policy for all of us. And we wonder why reparations, we got to swim upstream, why we got to climb that mountain. Tangibles. We can't get simple things because the Democrats got a playbook, y'all. They got a goddamn playbook. And it's the same playbook they've always been using. And they run the boogeyman things. Everybody's been on Kamala Harris's site. And I want to ask everybody, what's Kamala Harris's policies? What are her policies? Because if you go to her website, she's only talking about donations. She's saying donate, donate, donate. She has no policies. Damn sure no policies for Black Americans. The only policies that we see coming from Kamala Harris are reproductive rights, which is for Karen. All right, those are Karens. Talking about gas prices. Yeah, okay, cool. Like that's ever going to change with them because we just seen what it is. Remember, she's the vice president now. And they're also running on this thing, vote for us and we'll do something for you, Black people. You're the president and vice president right now. So they're trying to give us another IOU. And that's what they'll always do. Let me give everybody a news flash. I already have a spoiler for what Kamala Harris is going to say if she gets elected. Let's just fast forward. 2024, let's go to 2028. 2028, Kamala Harris is going to say, Black people, I couldn't do nothing for you because the Republicans blocked it. That's what it is. Get Black folks to vote based on fear, and then just tell us you couldn't do it because of Republicans. That is their only one lie they always use. I couldn't do this because the Republicans blocked it. I couldn't do that because the Republicans blocked it. No reparations, Republicans blocked it. George Floyd Act, which is trash, but we can't even do that, family. They can't even give us trash laws because the Republicans blocked it. They already got their excuse. They already got their excuse, y'all. They don't come up with nothing new. You know how somebody feels about you according to how much effort they lied to you. Yeah, I said it. Think about it. When somebody's got to come up with these elaborate lies and they put effort into it, they may not respect you, but at least somewhere they fear you. They got to come up with a deep lie, man. They got to think about it, got to write it down, they got to rehearse it. That's somebody that actually feels some type of way about you. When somebody just says, to hell with them, tell them I was at McDonald's, fuck them. That person don't even give a damn. If somebody's not even coming up with a good lie, that means they don't care about you. They don't give a damn. They don't fear you. They don't respect you. You are minute to them. And that's what it is with Democrats. At this point, y'all, they not even coming up with good lies to Black people. It used to be, oh, no, we can't do it because the philosophical decimal point ain't here. And if we take the legislation and pass it on the third day of the year, nowadays they say, man, hell with that. Tell them Black folks they ain't getting nothing because I was at McDonald's getting a damn milkshake. Well, that's not a good lie. Fuck them. I'm a lie any goddamn. What they gonna do? I'm gonna get their ass Megan Thee Stallion. I'm gonna give them goddamn Quavo. And 3 years from now, I'm gonna give them MC Pookie Loke. MC Pookie Loke right now is in the second goddamn grade. But guess what? He gonna be about 12 years old here in a few years, and I'll get their asses him. Get their asses out my face. I got some money to send to the Ukraine. I got 11 million new illegals to bring into America. Certified. Y'all know what they do. So the excuse is already laid out. Donald Trump is gonna lock us all up. That's to get you to vote. And then we couldn't do it because the Republicans blocked it. That's the excuse once they in office. And they've been running it forever. Remember with Obama, those of us who are old enough to remember, Obama said, I can't do anything for y'all because that's not how America works. And then after Obama said that, y'all remember this? I'm going to give y'all what it was. Tell me y'all remember this. Remember with Obama, it was wait until his second term. Remember that one? That was the old excuse, family. They have a playbook, all right? They have an agenda. And they just say excuse number 3. Wait till the second term. Y'all remember when Joe Biden got elected? It was hold him accountable after the election. How much accountability have they been holding him? The election's over. It's been 3 years, almost 4. How many Democratic shields? All them folks are saying, I'm going to vote for Joe Biden no matter what, any reason. I'm just going to go vote for him. Y'all tell me right now, how many MC Pookie Loke? Yeah, he coming. He coming. I'm telling you. They got Glorilla, Cardi B. There'll be Cardi J, Cardi 5, Cardi 7, whoever the hell, and they're going to be lying to us. Y'all remember, how much accountability have they been holding to any Democratic official? The Democratic shields aren't there. Their job title's not there to hold anybody accountable. They're there to hold some NUTs, all right? It's not to hold accountable. There's a difference between holding somebody accountable and then holding their NUTs, all right? And I'm not even sure if they hold them NUTs in their hands. So there's only one other option on how they're holding them. That's what the Democratic shields are there to do. So it was just wait for Obama. That's what it was. and they're trying to hit us with Obama 2.0. Kamala, it's the same thing. It was yes, we can, and now it's we're not going back. It's the same thing. It was a non-FBA, and now it's another non-FBA. It was y'all be quiet. This person's black like you. Y'all be quiet. This person's black like you. And I'm telling you right now, they're going to tell everybody, well, I remember that too. Yep, have hope. That's exactly what it was. Have hope with Obama. It was hope and change. Like I said in my speech in D.C. at the Rally for Reparations, I said we went from the yes, we can era to the hell to the no era. They were about hope and change. We about dollars and cents. All right. They wanted to give us nothing. And notice this too, fam. When they told us that Obama was about hope and change, and they said wait until his second term, family, he had control over the whole government his first term. As a matter of fact, every single Democratic president going back to John F. Kennedy had control over the whole government their first term. JFK did nothing for black people. All right. Going fast forward, Jimmy Carter did nothing for black people. Bill Clinton did nothing for black people. Barack Obama did nothing for black people. And then Joe Biden did nothing for black people. Remember, in 2020, when Joe Biden won the election, they had control over the House of Representatives. They had control over the Senate. They had control over the White House. So when somebody, think about this, somebody has control over the entire government, 3 branches, they got control over all the government. They get 90% of your vote, and they ain't gave your ass $1. What you think they gonna do the next time? And we all know it. The certified grassroots knows it. The Democratic shields know it. But it is their job to fool us and to make us keep voting no matter what. That's why we say the Democratic shields are the enemy of the black community, hands down. And they run this game now. Somebody trying to tell me on Twitter, they said, well, even though they had majority, they didn't have enough to stop a filibuster. Let me tell you about a filibuster, family. It takes 3/5, okay, of the vote to stop a filibuster. You mean to tell me that for black people to get anything, we have to have a 3/5 vote for us? According to that logic, today's my birthday. I would be as old as Joe Biden before that ever happens. But guess what, y'all? Did the Ukrainians need 3/5? Okay, no, that went right through. Did you know that other community that Kamala's from, that they wrote that hate crime protection for, did they need 3/5? Do any of the Indians or the immigrants, when they come here and they get all that money and PlayStations and Xboxes, did they get 3/5? So now, family, they tell us, wait until we get elected. Then after they get elected, they say, wait until we control all of the government. After they have both of those, then they say, well, we still can't do it because we have less than 3/5 of the vote. So wait for that. We can't stop getting filibuster. So that, next thing you know, family, I don't know, maybe you're 79, 80 years old and you've been waiting your whole life. And then it finally dawns on you that these folks ain't ever going to do nothing for you. That's why the Democratic establishment is still running around. And you got people out here doing this one. After all that has failed, family, next thing you know, you start seeing the boogeyman tactics. Watch this boogeyman tactic. I don't even know who this person is. Watch this individual right here, family. She tells black women that be careful because black women are about to see the worst thing they've ever seen. This is how desperate they get to scare you into voting. She's not talking about all of the hardships that we've dealt with as black people in America. She said, forget about civil rights, forget about black codes, forget about Jim Crow, forget about slavery, forget about race soldiers harming us in the street. She says, black women, y'all be careful because the MAGA Republicans are about to put you through something you've never seen. So black women have never seen what's about to come, as if we haven't been through something detrimental as people ourselves. Watch this.
Black women, hear me very clearly, because I'm going to need you to prepare yourself for the biggest level of misogyny you have ever witnessed in your lifetime. That misogyny and racism, it's going to be something you have never witnessed or experienced in your life. And we're going to have to prepare for that. As sad as that is as a reality, it is reality. So what I'm going to need y'all to do is to protect your peace, protect your mental health. And by that, I mean doing the following. Block out all that noise.
Protect yourself, y'all. Not from race soldiers, not from people out here harming us out here in the streets, y'all. No. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about what happened to Sandra Bland. No. Don't worry about Breonna Taylor. No. Family. We need to just be very cautious of the MAGA Republicans because that is about to be the worst thing ever. Okay? The worst thing ever. Watch this right here as we proceed, y'all. As we proceed. We're going to continue to go. We're going to continue to represent. And by the way, fair use, y'all. Check this out. She continues to say how Donald Trump basically and the Republicans basically are going to be the worst thing that black folks have ever had to deal with. Ever. More boogeyman tactics, because only thing they have, y'all, is to scare us.
And I mean quite literally block it out. Curate your social media feeds to block that out. Unfollow people who are not good for your mental health. Log off social media. Even watch your news consumption. Whether she wins or loses, that increased level of misogyny is still going to happen. Protect yourself, protect your mental health.
So notice, fam, she's not on there talking about anybody who is actually Indian or anything of that sort. Once again, why are they talking about our sisters? Why don't they talk about what other Kamala is? They don't ever talk about that. Notice it was win with black women. It was never win with all the other women that she says she is. Notice that this woman's talking about black folk. Y'all black women, y'all need to be careful. Y'all need to understand they coming after us. How come they're not coming after all her other sides? How come they're not coming after people who look like her mother or look like her grandma? Why don't they come after that side? How about that? How come, this is what we talk about, y'all. How come, matter of fact, or y'all getting, hold on, whoa. Before I go there, is y'all getting tether alert? Do I got to hit the tether alert? Because I don't know, because that, it was big, like, it was like way out here. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Was y'all getting a tether alert? Because, you know, I'd be remiss if I didn't put the tether alert up now. So if y'all was getting a tether alert, please let me know. I'm seeing Caribbean. I'm seeing a whole bunch of that. Y'all let me know what it is. Because if that was a tether alert, we need to go ahead and break it on down the right way. All right? Okay. Tether talk. Yep. Okay. Y'all see a tether alert? Absolutely. Oh, okay. Hit it. Okay. Here we go, y'all. Officially another one. And it shows you again, like our brother Tariq said yesterday, the tether invasion is here. So since it is, I'm going to hereby declare the statements of that last individual. This right, matter of fact, hold on, let's go there. Let's show this individual. Let's show. We can run it back. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. That right there. Yep, you're absolutely right, y'all. I'm looking at the circumference. Here we go. They always in our mix, y'all. Official, y'all. Official. There you go. Appreciate it. Tether alert in the building, y'all. I thought so too, because I was looking at it. It was little like this, but it was like that. And you know, when this and that is together at the same time, it's got to be one. So absolutely. Abso-goddamn-lutely, y'all. That's what it was. That's what it is. That's what we seen. That's what we called it out. So you see it again. This is what they're doing. They running that game. They're trying to hustle us. They're trying to scam us. They're trying to plot, strategize, all of that. But we're not falling for it. No. No way, no how, never. But fam, we got even more folks out there that's been really calling her out. We got folks who really been breaking it down. Check this out right here, family. Receipts on top of receipts. I'm telling you, this is why Donald Trump is saying what he's saying, because Donald Trump is simply watching us. Donald Trump is simply saying that they know who the grassroots are. Let's make this clear. They know who the grassroots are. They know who the influencers are. They know all of us. We come together. We come strong. That's the best thing about this generation. That's why I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of all of the community. We move together. We don't move in these tribes and over there and over there. We move as one collective unit. So when they see us, they see we stronger than ever because we pushing as one. Watch this right here, y'all. Everybody knows, and Donald Trump and everybody watching, because we're going to make it clear. When Donald Trump was like, she started off as an Indian, then she turned black. Donald Trump got that from us. Absolutely. Look at this right here. The receipts was piling in about her, and they keep piling in about her. And every single day on your timeline, what do you keep seeing? You keep seeing more receipts on top of more receipts with people bringing more facts to the point she cannot hide who she is. Watch this.
All right, y'all. Kamala Harris is not black. Part 2. Let's get into it. So for context, I make these videos not to tell you who to vote for. You can vote for Trump, Kamala. I don't care. But what you're not going to do.
By the way, fair use, fair use, fair use. I don't know what this guy got going on over there, but I'm just going to say it ahead of time because that's what it is, because we in here deep, we in here thick, and it's certified. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Receipts, proceed, commits.
Do is blackface your way into the presidential seat. So that's why I'm coming with receipts. This is her father, who identifies as Irish Jamaican, not Jamaican Irish. So at best, like I said before, she's Irish Jamaican and East Indian. Can somebody tell me, please, how does this qualify as black? And before we say, oh, Jamaican is black, for one, that's TBD because he looks like he's East Indian to me. Two, we're talking about black Americans. That's who she's pandering to. I don't see her flying any Caribbean flags or saying Jamaican pride. Do you? Now, speaking of pandering, she had Megan Thee Stallion open up her rally with a performance. So this is where we're at, huh? Fucking working at a presidential rally. Aren't black women sexualized enough in America, so they have to push the agenda that much further? But then again, it does make sense with her past. Now, it says here her political career really took off when she had an affair with the Democrat San Francisco mayor, Willie Brown. She was in her 20s, and he was a married man and 30 years older than her, allegedly. Also, what you didn't know is the late great singer Nina Simone, her estate got taken away from the family by none other than Kamala Harris. She said the family was mismanaging the estate, it was reckless spending, but what does that matter? That's her family. And then she ends up giving it to white people. So where's all that black power now? Now, speaking about all that blackness, remember she said this?
I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people.
Oh, but you did do it exclusively for the Asian Americans with the COVID Hate Crimes Act.
Look right here, family. We know that she's been going around making all types of deals with everybody, but watch as she continues to give more laws and everything. Legislation targeting everybody, giving bills and everything. Remember, we can't do nothing for y'all exclusively.
Anti-gay bills introduced and passed last year than any other years, but you can't do it for black people. Interesting. Oh, it gets better than that. All this was prophesized.
Now he started getting into some conspiracies. We ain't going all the way down there. But notice, fam, they start speaking about other communities getting things and other communities getting things above us. But remember, with black Americans, it always turns into, we can't do something for you specific. The government is littered with doing things specific for everybody else, y'all. Everybody else gets things specific all the damn time. That's what the government is, okay? Let me ask y'all. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and say something I know y'all already know. We speak about things that can't be done specific. Y'all remember when Obama signed that law that this person from a Skittles type area and this person from a Skittles type area, that they can elope? That is something specific, right? Okay. DACA. Ain't that specific? Oh, okay. They do things for Ukrainians and give them money. They're not even Americans. Ain't that specific as well? The thing is, family, they tell the lie, and then the Democrats tell us we wrong. They tell us everything. Think about immigration, y'all. Every single group in America knows that immigration harms black Americans. Even Latinos know. There are Latinos against illegal immigration. Latinos know that immigrants take black jobs. How do they know that that happens to us, but black Democrats don't know? I'm telling you, every single community knows the way that affects us. The only people on one island, the whole earth is on the island that immigrants harm black Americans. The only ones over here on their own goddamn island are the Democrats saying, no, it don't. Nope. Democratic senators, Republican senators, everybody out there from a different race, they understand that except for black folks. Ain't that a goddamn shame? The Democrats, notice, the Democratic shields always tell you otherwise from the truth. Think about it. Trump's going to give immunity to police officers. Barack Obama already did. They already have that, okay? Immigration is them trying to take black jobs. No, it's not. They just coming over here to make a good living. No, the hell it's not that way. They know that as well. We already have an anti-black American hate crime. If you guys remember, when I first got back from Jacksonville and that hate crime that I reported from, y'all remember the Democratic shields was coming after me? Remember, you had like 5 or 6 of them. They was on TikTok. They was all over the internet. And they was talking about who's this black alpha guy out here talking about we got to get a black anti-black American hate crime bill. They was telling me we already had one. Bam! The Democrats tell us that we already have an anti-black hate crime bill. So all of these anti-black hate crimes that are going on, Democratic Shields tell us we already got one. A lot of them say we already got reparations. Yep, they do. Remember, Roland Martin was saying that. He was like, no, you already have reparations. He already said that. They said we got everything. So they basically tell us not. Now you got folks coming out saying, Kamala, she not really ever saying that she was not black. And then you can literally see her saying Indian. They always tell us the opposite of what it is. That's what they do. Speaking about that, y'all, check this out. This is her again, to our point. The same point that we said that Donald Trump stole is the same exact point right here. Donald Trump stole this from us, but the whole world sees it. Watch her being introduced and watch who she's being introduced as. It is not a black woman.
It is my true, distinct pleasure to introduce the first senator, and I'm not going to say this, the first senator of Indian American heritage in the history of U.S. Senate.
So it's been a really long week. And I'm really glad to be here. But I want to thank you. And my Chitti is here, my mother's youngest sister, Chinni.
Wait a minute. What about your auntie? Because remember, if y'all remember, when I went to go see Kamala in Orangeburg, South Carolina in January, she was referring to herself as an auntie. She said, I'm the auntie. Notice back in the day, y'all, she was not saying that. She was saying everything other than the auntie. You see, ain't that exactly what Donald Trump was saying that he got from us? Ain't that exactly what J.D. Vance was saying that he got from us? Whenever she's around a different crowd, she starts using different terminology. So you see right there, she's saying her chi-chi or whatever they call it, but she's definitely not saying auntie. The auntie is when she's coming around us and she's cosplaying.
My true, distinct pleasure to introduce the first senator, and I'm not going to say this, the first senator of Indian American heritage in the history of U.S. Senate.
So it's been a really long week. And I'm really glad to be here. But I want to thank you. And my Chitti is here, my mother's youngest sister, Chinni, and my Chitti is here, my mother's youngest sister, Chinni Mahalakshmi Subhash is here, and I want to thank her. She flew in from Toronto to be with us this evening.
Flew in from Toronto? She didn't fly in from Oakland? She didn't fly in from Birmingham when you was out there trying to get freedom for the same speech that you stole from Dr. Martin Luther King? You said from Canada. I thought you was from Oakland. And then you said your Chi-Chi. You didn't say your auntie. And I see with my own eyes, you refer to yourself as an auntie. Which one is it, Kamala? Come on now. The cosplaying, the tap dancing, the shuffle. It's enough. It's getting old. Even Donald Trump and the Republicans are seeing it. That's a damn shame. A damn shame.
Chitti is here, my mother's youngest sister, Chinni Mahalakshmi Subhash is here, and I want to thank her. She flew in from Toronto to be with us this evening.
There you go. Absolutely. I knew she did. I'm going to tell you where she ain't flying from. Anywhere that has anything to do with foundational Black Americans, because that's not where your roots are. That's not where your roots are. Hey, listen, like I said, if your roots ain't there, then cool, stand on it. That's all good. You see, that's the difference between us and them. Y'all notice that. Once again, we always are true to who we are. We're true to ourselves. We don't run around here in front. We don't run around here and say that we somebody we not. The lack of pride in these other people, fam, it's astonishing. It's astonishing. These people literally never represent who they are. They never claim to be what they genuinely, sincerely have been. But everybody knows it at this point. Everybody knows it. She's basically, a lot of people say she's Drake. Only, to be honest with you, like we said, she's worse than Drake, really. Because at least Drake, we know who his father is. Well, we know his racial identity. This one, nah. Difference between being non-FBA and being anti-FBA. She both of them. Watch what this brother said.
The Democratic Party will go to any extent to benefit from Black culture while offering no tangible results for our vote. It's about being pandered to. It's about being told that our culture is reflected in the vote when it's not. Biden told us that if you don't vote for me, you ain't Black. Hillary said I got hot sauce in my bag. Kamala went on the Breakfast Club and got caught in a lie saying she was smoking weed and listening to Tupac and Snoop Dogg in the 1980s. All to fit into black culture and be more relatable. The Democrats keep doing this shit, so I'm gonna call them out for it every single time. Kamala can identify as black all she wants, but she does not share history with us. She does not reflect our culture, and that matters to so many black people. If you're gonna bark it to us and pander to us based on skin color, it better be a black person that shares our history. It's really that fucking simple. Thank you for listening. The Democratic Party will go to any extent to benefit.
Say it one more time, homie.
From black culture while offering no tangible results for our vote. It's about being pandered to. It's about being told that our culture is reflected in the vote when it's not. Biden told us that if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Hillary said I got hot sauce in my bag. Kamala went on the Breakfast Club and got caught in a lie saying she was smoking weed. Kamala went on the.
Look at that right there, y'all. Hillary did her hot sauce. Kamala did her hot sauce. Same playbook. That right there is what? What's that? That's like 8 years apart, if I'm not mistaken. Remember earlier in this episode, we showed you them both using the fake Southern accent. So on top of using the fake Southern accent, you see clear as day, they also pulled out the hot sauce on black people. Damn. Hot sauce, fake Southern accent, all of the above. And you know what's even crazier than that, y'all? And it get way more crazy. You got people out here right now as we speak who are running to be her vice president. Yes, her vice president right now is looking like it's going to be somebody named Joe Shapiro. Y'all know who that is? I think that guy, he's in Pennsylvania. I don't know if he's the senator of Pennsylvania or the governor or something. Watch this man out there pandering to black folks already. And what it looks like is early next week, we're going to find out who she chooses to be her vice president. And a lot of people believe it's going to be the Shapiro guy. Watch the way this Shapiro, we're going to get a head start. This Black Alpha Network exclusive. Subscribe right now if you hear. Make sure you smash that like button. Watch this right now, y'all. Look at this Shapiro guy who we're hearing next week is probably going to be her selection for vice president. Let me ask y'all this question. If for folks who know, is he a senator or is he a governor? I think he's out in Pennsylvania. Let me know because we're going to find this out here in the next few days. Okay, Josh Shapiro. Okay, is he? Rachel Dozell for VP. You ain't lying, sister. Absolutely. That's what's going to be next. I'm telling you. Who is this person right here? Josh Shapiro. Is he a senator out there in Pennsylvania or is he the governor? Okay. I want to know these things because it looks like this is going to be the guy that they push and they try to elevate as her vice president. So you're going to see that ticket coming up here next. Okay. He's the governor. Okay. Appreciate that. Family, do y'all know this man out here talking with an Obama accent? Yes. The pandering is crazy as hell right now. Very crazy, y'all. This man is out here talking like he's Obama. He's out here saying, right here in America. He's doing the whole Obama stick, the whole thing. So you got the Obama tether version with Kamala, and now you have the vice president who's going to do the W Obama. Think about it. Hakeem Jeffries, he is actually who I call Obama 2.0. And then you have Kamala Haris. And now you're going to have this guy, and watch this man right here. I'm telling y'all, this is who they think is going to end up being the vice president probably early next week. Remember, right here on the Black Alpha Network, all of y'all, okay, we all called on Friday night, same house Friday right now. We all called that Joe Biden was going to step out on Sunday, and we were right about that. So it looks like she might be picking this guy as governor as early as next week because she's going around the country and she's going on the campaign to introduce this guy. Watch this, though. Watch the pandering, y'all. Oh, they trying to hit us. Now they done found them. They done got them the Caribbean Obama. They done got them the Indian Obama. And now they're going to get them the W Obama. Tell me this man ain't out here acting like Obama. Look at the way he's looking right now. Look at this right here, y'all. Look at this. And by the way, tether alert right here, too. Tether alert. I'm telling you, and look like tether alert back there. Tell me this man ain't cosplaying Obama.
Contrast in this race. You could not have a clear contrast between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. Now let me tell you something. Y'all see he's backing out of the debate now. He's afraid to stand toe-to-toe with our...
Tell me that man ain't acting like Obama. He's afraid now. Afraid to stand toe-to-toe. He got the whole Obama stick down.
He's pretty afraid. Y'all see he's backing out of the debate now.
Y'all, you a W from Pennsylvania, and he's got a Southern accent.
Between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. Now let me tell you something. He's pretty afraid. Y'all see He's backing out of the debate now. He's afraid to stand toe-to-toe with our vice president. And you know why that is? It's not just because she's a skilled debater. It's not just because she's got the right positions on the issues that matter most to the good people of Pennsylvania and this country. It's because he can't run away from his record any longer.
Yeah.
Think about it. 4 years as president. Guy stacks the NLRB with a bunch of corporate folks who have tried to rip away your rights every step of the way. We can't go back to that, and he can't defend that.
Look at him, fam. He's even doing the head up in the air like Obama. That man got the whole Obama thing down, giving his best Obama impersonation. Look at that. And surrounded by, y'all already know. I would hit the alert, but I think y'all already know what it is. Democrats ain't changing. They are who they are, family. They are who they are. Look at that. Boy, that's cold. Boy, that's cold. That's cold. That's cold. And they really are running that clear. Clear as day. They like, man, we just going to run with it. We're going to keep it going. That's just what it is. And they think it's going to work, but it's not going to work. Not in this election, family. Not in this election. It is not going to work. People are calling it out heavily every single day. So, family, they done went and got them a whole nother Obama. Hold up. Freeze. They done went and got them a whole nother Obama, y'all, and they going to run that game again. They got Obama in every different shade right now. There's like 30 Obamas in the Democratic Party. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. Not vice president. And I'm going to tell you right now, the dirt on this guy is terrible. They really want to pick him because Pennsylvania is a swing state and Trump is up. Right now in Pennsylvania, they're going to say he's not, but he is. And they really want to get this guy to try to swing that. But, man, I'm telling you, that guy got so much goddamn dirt. Yeah, absolutely. An Obama clone. I'm telling you, you got Barack Obama 1-point hole all the way to about 8-point hole. Check this out right here. Watch what this sister says about the same situation, family, going on with the way the Democrats try to hustle.
So let me get this right. So prior to Kamala, announcing her running, y'all were talking about how Black people get unfair treatment when it comes to the justice system, how we get locked up and we get these lengthy sentences for no reason. Y'all were talking about prison reform and police reform and all of these different things because of the fact that we have unfair treatment when it comes to the law and the justice system. And they lock us up for no reason, or they try to keep us behind bars, or they, pad cases so that these people can be convicted of higher crimes or whatever the case is. But now, all of a sudden, that she's running, now those people deserve it. Now it's if she locked your daddy up, he probably deserved it. If she locked your uncle up, it's probably because he deserved it. How did y'all switch so fast? How do y'all switch so fast? It's like they literally are telling you what to think. They're telling you how to feel. You're not thinking for yourself at all. You're not standing on nothing that you felt or said prior to. You just going with whatever flow, whatever direction they point you in, you're going with that.
Yeah, that's called being a Democratic shield. That's what Democratic shields do. It's time we get honest and straight to the point with Democratic shields. Their job is to be anti-Black American. They are the person that was on the plantation rounding us up. That's who they are. And we got to be straight cold with these Democratic shields. It's no guess. It's not, well, that's crazy. Y'all do that. I just can't believe that y'all would pull something like that. Yes, that is in their nature. This is what they get paid to do. If a Democratic shield does not flip-flop on us, then they do not get paid up. That is who they are. They are the internal ops of the Black American community. It's the same way back in the day, folks was telling you better go pick the cotton or else. It's them saying you better go vote or else. And if you don't vote blue, then you are the problem.
And got the nerve to basically tell your people to kiss your ass and while doing all of that. It's so crazy to me. Like, 1 minute y'all all for prison reform and making sure that we are getting fair treatment when it comes to the justice system. And then now it's fuck all of that. Them people probably deserve to be locked up. Y'all scare me. Y'all scare me more than they do. Because y'all the same color as me. And that's even more scary. Because I can't tell you motherfuckers apart. These are scary times we living in. The way that y'all can flip-flop at the drop of a hat. Very weird.
Okay, freeze. Okay, she lost me with I'm scared. What the sister was saying was true, but she lost me with the I'm scared part, okay? Absolutely, positively. Those folks, that's their job. And she's absolutely right about that. But we're not scared. We're not scared at all. And I'm going to tell you why we're not scared, y'all. We're not scared because we got them against the ropes. We got them against the ropes. I'm always talking about the Democratic shields. Think about it. Roland Martin in past elections was on national television. He's on YouTube now. All right. Vanessa Jones, he very rarely comes out unless he's crying. Tiffany Cross, Angela Rye, Andrew Gillum used to all be on national TV. Andrew Gillum was a politician. All of them are podcasters now. All right. The Democratic Shield's number one job is to fool us into voting. If we do not vote for the Democrats, they get fired. Nothing in between. They don't get a leave of absence. They don't get to go home for a week or two. They don't get leave without pay. They get fired. I want you to think about all the Democratic shields that you used to see on television 10, 15 years ago. Now I want you to ask yourself, do you still see them on television? You don't. Why do you think Plaz is out here, D.L. Hughley? They're trying to audition for a job with Kamala Harris. The reason why all of these people are getting fired is because all of us in the black grassroots, we have turned away from the Democratic Party. If we turn away from the Democratic Party, Massa turns them away from the butter biscuits. That's why they go from television to YouTube to irrelevant. Donna Brazile, she used to be a CNN contributor. You don't see her no more. Stacey Abrams, family, they invested literally millions of dollars in Stacey Abrams. Literally. Stacey Abrams was at the inauguration for Bill Clinton in the 1990s, y'all. In the 1990s. They've been investing in Stacey Abrams, Mammy Luther King. They've been investing in her literally for 25, 30 years. And guess what? She failed running in Georgia, got completely mollywopped, and now she's over there in Nigeria. They just try to bring her back right now. Irrelevant. Matter of fact, I think me and Marcel were the last people to see her in America because we seen her in Savannah, and I'm telling you, with my own eyes, they brought her in. She gave a 5-minute speech and was gone. Gone. They completely got her out of there. Why did that happen, family? Because she don't hold no weight. No weight. I mean, she kind of does, but you know what I mean. She ain't got no credentials out here in the streets, y'all. None. So we control the Democratic shields, and everything that Susan was saying was true. And this is why we have to be completely direct and harsh with the way we deal with these Democratic shields. Not know, well, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Well, they just doing their job. No. This is the same mentality from slavery. Nothing's changed but the weather, y'all. Okay, and the weather ain't changed that goddamn much. You had Massa, who used to go get his puppet to round up all the slaves to go and pick cotton. Now you have Massa, which is the Democrats, and they got their puppets to go and round up all the slaves to go vote. You can draw a direct parallel between slavery and the voting process. That's why we call it the Democratic plantation. And let's be honest, you got to know your history. You got to understand what it was like back in the day. Joy Reid is next. You're absolutely right, my sister. Certified salute to you. It was great meeting you in D.C. We got to be 100% right. Joy Reid is gone soon. I'm telling you. Let Kamala lose. And Joy Reid is one of them ones where she getting bold. She out there talking reckless. Roland Martin's talking. Y'all know Roland Martin had a nerve to talk reckless to me 2 nights ago? Do y'all have, family, I ain't lying. Do you know Roland Martin was trying to get bucked with Black Alpha the other goddamn day? All right, we're going to talk about that on Tuesday. Y'all stay tuned on Tuesday because I think we're going to go ahead and have our most classic episode. I think we're going to go full roast mode on Tuesday. We know he like roast. So y'all be very, very, very tapped in and tuned in. Bring your popcorn. Because Roland Martin was talking reckless to me. All right, he's talking about, what credentials you got? He was calling me all types of crazy names too, fam. Yeah. Just because simply when Donald Trump went to the whole Black Journalists Association, Roland Martin was in the crowd yelling. And then Roland Martin got into it with somebody in the audience or whatever. He got into it with somebody. And the guy was like, Roland, well, if you so good, how come you in the audience? How come you ain't on stage? And it's exactly what I just said a minute ago. Roland Martin wasn't on that stage. He wasn't sitting there asking questions because he got all of his credentials revoked. And even the dominant society knows. The biggest Democrat liberal you can find, even he knows Roland Martin is not respected by Black people. He knows that. So that's why Roland was in the crowd. And I simply sounds like Roland got his credentials revoked. Because remember, he was leaking emails and all that. And then Roland Martin came out. He tried to tell me, he's like, I got more credentials than you. I'm like, where? At Bojangles? Okay, you might have a 62% discount. All right, you may be better than me there, okay? But out here in these certified black grassroots streets, nobody's messing with Black Alpha. No, 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 no. I stand alone. Get it right, homie. So we're going to talk about that on Tuesday. But Roland Martin's in the crowd. He been getting bold. Joy Reid is about to be in the crowd. She been getting bold. And next thing you know, family, you're going to end up seeing all of these people completely gone because that's their job. Their job is to fool us into voting. We don't vote, they get fired. So we have the power. Shields don't control us. We control them. We control their employment. We control their job opportunities. We, quite frankly, control whether you see them or not. That's just what it is. So you see the direct parallels, and you got to understand, the House, you know what, back in slavery, they weren't like Carlton from the Fresh Prince. We had a discussion about this yesterday in a Twitter space. They weren't at all, yeah, Bojangles, yep, Zaxby's, all that, IHOP, the whole nine, family. You know when you get in the damn Happy Meals, boy, when Happy Meals ain't making you happy, goddamn. You got to go back and look at the House, you know what, back in the day. They weren't Carlton from the Fresh Prince. No. That's why I say we can draw a direct parallel between the House, you know what, and the field, you know what. The House, you know what, they were not out there dancing and playing. One thing we do is we throw around the COON and we joke about it, all right? And it's funny to a degree, but it gives you this perception that all of them are clowns. No. You know the history of slavery. You understand there was nobody more nasty, more rude, more crude than the House, you know what. A lot of times, the massa did not go out there and whip the slave. Okay, I live in Georgia, all right? All day, all right? This is Atlanta, Savannah, Southeast Georgia, all day. Anyway, we hold it down here. You can look right now, family, at how hot it is, all right? It was 98 degrees today. If you think massa was going out there and walking in the cotton fields and sitting there monitoring everybody and whooping every single person, no. The House, you know what, used to whoop a lot of black folks. And they used to tell them things like, you dummy, you better go pick that damn cotton. That's why you sleep outside, you fool. That's why you out here right now. You ain't ever going to be nothing. I'm going upstairs. And like Malcolm X said, in the attic or the basement, what's the matter, boss? We sick? That right there, that's how he was. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yes, the House, Negroes. Absolutely. They was pets. Absolutely. Yes, Stephen from Django. Absolutely. That's how they were. They was vicious. They was vicious, fam. And if you watch, that's exactly how Democratic shields talk to us. Who cusses out black people more than a Democratic shield? Who? Clyburn, Joy Reid, Roland Martin. They curse. You never see them curse. You got race soldiers out here harming our women. They don't cuss about that. But they cuss about you because you say, what tangibles do you have for me? What kind of laws are you going to give me? Are you going to give me something for my vote? How dare you? Shut up, you fool. That's how they talk to us. It's the same way that the House, you know what, used to talk to us. One day, we're going to have to do a documentary, fam. We're going to have to do a documentary about the real history of the House, you know what, and not just paint them as some clowns that used to dance like Carlton. We need to talk about how vicious and crude they were and draw that direct line. And every time a Democrat come around here and talk crazy to you, every time they try to wag their finger and they disrespect you, we need to really break it down and talk about these folks ain't nothing to play with. I take them very serious, all right? I take them very serious. Go watch the speech when Dr. Claude Anderson said how they were completely selling out every single slave revolt. Every slave revolt, y'all, was getting snitched on and squealed on by them. And they wished on your downfall. Like I said, they would whip. I'm telling you, fam, if you think Massa was out there in 98-degree temperature, he said, you go do it, Stephen from Django. And he said, I'll gladly go do it. Y'all go watch The Birth of a Nation, the new one, the one with that Nat Parker guy about the one when that come out? That came out in 2000, the new one. When that come out? 2000, I want to say 12, the new Birth of a Nation. Obviously not the old one, but the newer one. Go out there and watch that one right there, family. And you can see about Nat Turner. You can watch. There's a part in there where Nat Turner's going around and he goes to some plantation, and then the house guy was just sitting there mean mugging him as hell because that's who they were. And that's how they try to bully us. They're like Democratic shield goons, and they try to come down on us, family. So this is why we're not scared of these folks. We take them very, very damn well serious. And that's the way we're going to have to continue to do it. Absolutely. You absolutely right. This is not a game. This is not a game. And these folks ain't no jokers. You feel me? These folks are real out here. These folks will do anything. I'm telling you. They will sell out every single black American for $1. It don't matter, fam. They know what go on with us. They just don't give a damn. They don't. There's a difference between somebody who don't know and somebody who knows and just don't care. They know what happens to us out here in these streets, y'all. They just do not care. They know that our livelihood is being taken away. They don't care. Family, they know what happens to our brothers and sisters. How come they ain't out here fighting for an anti-Black American hate crime bill? As a matter of fact, like I told y'all, they're out here telling us that we already got a goddamn anti-Black American hate crime bill. They care so little about us, they're willing to say, y'all can keep getting harmed. Because I'd rather have y'all without a Black American hate crime bill and have y'all out here in these streets getting harmed. I'd rather have y'all get harmed than to ever disrespect the Democrats. I'd rather have y'all out here with no reparations and giving it to the Ukraine than to ever disrespect the Democrats. They are loyalists and radicals to the Democratic Party. That's why they talk reckless. But they hate, and I'm telling y'all, they cannot stand the fact that their livelihood lays in the palm of our hands. We vote Couch 2024, and I'm telling you, I promise you on everything I love. I put this on my dog Swagger. If we do not vote for Kamala Harris, I promise you, you will never see half of them again. Never. Because this election is basically are we going to continue to go with the shills or are we going to go with something else? And they're in that situation right now, family, where if we make sure that couch is occupied on election night and they lose this election after they put all of this behind Kamala, they only going to blame one group. They're not going to blame themselves. They're not going to blame supremacy. They are going to blame the Democratic shills. And half of them is on podcasts right now because they've already been fired. So what next, y'all? The unemployment line, and they're on the corner like a trash day. And we got the power, and they cannot stand that. So when they run around here, y'all, and they say, yeah, we're going to make that documentary, fam. We working on some things, y'all. We working on some real serious things, fam. We definitely probably going to make that doc. Check this out right here, family. 3 more months. You absolutely right, sister. Check this out right here. They tell us that immigration is good for Black folks. Remember, they tell us that immigration is a Black issue. We can dispute that every single day. And remember, the Democrats know that immigration harms us. They just don't care.
I am one of the Black Americans whose job is being taken by the border problem that we are experiencing. And I'm being nice to call it a border problem, and we all know that. But I've been hearing all the comments out here lately, that Black people are pissed off that he made that comment. By the way, I've heard that I can't say certain names on this app, and I want my channel to stay active. So that's why I'm kind of talking. High school diploma. I don't have a lot of job skills. And trust me, the things that I can do are being directly impacted by all of these people coming in. I clean houses. I drive for Uber and Lyft. I have a 9-to-5. I can't talk about it, but I had to go get the 9-to-5 because Uber and Lyft and cleaning houses and doing deliveries didn't cut it anymore because of all of the influx of all the other low-skilled workers that have been allowed to permeate our whole country. Anyway, yes is the answer. Yes, Black jobs are being taken when you allow a bunch of unskilled or low-skilled workers to come in, because there are quite a few of us that are also low-skilled workers. I'm not the only one. Nobody's going to make me feel bad for that. I'm not the only low-skilled high school diploma Black person running around here. It's a whole lot of y'all just like me. And you need to realize that if we keep letting all this crap come across the border, that is going to be able to compete with you. Not to mention, quite a few of those people will work for significantly less than what you will work for.
Let me say this, family. There's another myth that we're going to have to go ahead and dispel. It ain't just low skill. Remember, when Donald Trump said Black jobs, they was like, what you mean Black jobs? What you mean? And he said, any Black person with a job. We know for a fact that a lot of, particularly Nigerians, they're getting fake nursing degrees. We've seen that. So we're not just talking about people doing low skilled. That individual right there was talking about low skilled and all that, and that's true. Family, they doing that to another level. They doing that they spend trillions of dollars on immigration. And let's get this straight. We broke this story right here on the Black Alpha Network about the OMI and Miles for Migrants and how the international from the United Nations flies these people in. We have to get rid of the thought that every migrant is just some poor person coming from South America. These people are coming in here with 3-piece suits on who being flown over here from all across the world. And when they come over here, they're not all riding Ubers, family. They're bumping you out of every single job. Every single job. Their goal is to replace and erase us everywhere. All Americans. Let's get this straight, okay? Any brother and sister, I know we got some veterans in the house tonight. Certified salute to you, our brothers and sisters. Like I said, we fought in every single war in this country. We're talking about the Buffalo Soldiers, the Harlem Hellfighters, all the way across the board, family. That's why my rally for reparations speech, I made a point to talk about our brothers and sisters who did serve in the military and put it down. I see my brother Duddy in here. Certified salute to you, family, all day. That's why we do the salute. You know what I'm saying? Because we represent that. Understand, family, when I was in Washington, D.C., the first time I went, half the people I walked by was homeless Black American veterans. Homeless Black American veterans is who I walked by. While I seen all of these people, and they weren't just people who came here from South America with one shoe on and a messed up t-shirt. They was coming over here, family, and they was walking right around us. Walking right around us, family. Absolutely. The military, yep. That's why they're giving them all these things in the military as well. Yep, they got sponsors. We sat there and showed that they're being adopted right now. You know what I'm saying? So certified salute to the whole family. Certified salute to you, my brother, all day, every day, family. Certified salute, brother. Yes, indeed. This is what we're talking about. You got brothers and sisters who served in the United States military, family, who done everything. And you mean to tell me Julio or Mr. Mutombo comes here and they disrespect us? Hell no. There wouldn't be no USA without FBA, y'all. And it ain't just about rapping and singing and dancing. All right? It's about putting in work. Remember, okay? Remember, the Revolutionary War, okay, that was won by Black people. Before you get to the Civil War, which was won by Black people, the Revolutionary War, okay, the first war, the one that separated America from England, that was won by Black people. The first person to die in America who served for this country was a Black man. Then on top of that, y'all, we freed everybody, and we're the ones out there on the East Coast. Was it Delaware? I'm not sure. Where the Germans came and the Brits came and Black Americans got them up out the paint. Yes, indeed. This is all documented. So you mean to tell me all of that and then Julio, Hernandez, Sanchez, Estrada, okay, and Llanos came here from the Upper West Side. Llanos came here and Llanos took jobs from us? Nah, bro. Nah. And then you got to sit there and see the Democrats tell us that ain't the case. That ain't what's happening. Nah. Yep, absolutely. 1776. And by the time 1776 got here, we had already been here for thousands of years if you want to go there. But that's another subject. So you see already, y'all, what foundational Black Americans have done, and we don't get no respect. While you got to see folks run around here and tell us that we already have an anti-Black American hate crime bill, and they tell us that immigration is for us. Immigration is for, it's a good thing. That's what they tell us, y'all. That's what they tell us. Remember, they're basically and essentially out here getting us, when you vote Democrat, you're basically and you're essentially voting for your replacement. You're voting for your replacement. Anybody who works in corporate America, you understand, you will train somebody who's a new cadet, new recruit, and in a few years, that person will be taking your damn job. And voting for the Democrat, you're voting for your own replacement. All those people who just happen to be in the Democratic Party, a lot of tethers. See, why you think they don't never tell us about illegals taking our jobs? Why you think they got so mad at Donald Trump when he said that they take our jobs? Why they get so mad about that, y'all? The reason why they got mad about that is because a lot of them are not Black Americans, because the Democrats are completely littered with non-FBA. So it's in their best interest. Roland Martin, Joy Reid, the White House press secretary, Hakeem Jeffries, Kamala Haris, Barack Obama, that's just to name a few. Wasn't Sheila Jackson Lee? She was Jamaican. It's in their best interest to say, oh no, you guys need to support immigration. Immigration is good for y'all. Come on, go vote. Bring all your replacements over. Because if you bring in replacements for Black Americans, 9 times out of 10, those replacements are, guess what? They're damn family members. And that's who they want over here any goddamn way. So the Democrats already have weaponized immigration against us, and the Democrats use everything that we say against us, and they want us to support immigration because it's going to bring over their own family members. It's simple as that. And brothers and sisters been seeing it. Brothers and sisters been calling it out. Our brother Marcel always talks about how Coretta Scott King, Martin Luther King's wife, before she passed, she actually wrote a letter and talked about how immigration was going to harm us. All you got to do is look at the statistics. You can look at the forecasters. You can look at the trendsetters, the trends forecasters and predictors. You can look at all the numbers, the mathematics. It shows you clearly, without a doubt. We're not here to debate this. Without a doubt, immigration harms Black Americans the most. Remember, family, if you have a group that is the most oppressed and most deprived, and everybody else gets a whole plate for their family. Every single group comes over here and they give them a whole plate. You can serve your whole family. But for us, they say there's one piece of bread for 50 million of you guys. But now they also say, since y'all only got, everybody else got a whole meal, we got one piece of bread. But now they're telling us you're going to have to share that one piece of bread with them 22 million people who just got here. Oh, and by the way, them 22 million people who got here, they didn't knock on the door or ring the doorbell. They came in through the window. It's called illegal immigration. So every other community is provided with resources and tangibles and a whole entree of food to eat. But we got to share one piece of bread with 50 million of us. And then on top of that, now we got to share it with 22 million people who, by the way, are coming here with anti-foundational Black American views because they don't even like the darker people in their own homeland. Kamala Harris's mother is of high caste system. Kamala Harris's mother raised her as a single mom. A high caste system in India is probably the next thing right after W supremacy. I just seen the video today. I would play it, but I probably can't. Where Black folks in India get it real bad, okay? So they're bringing those anti-Black American views with them, and 22 million of them want your one piece of bread. And then the government's giving them money anyway. So they get money, resources, and they want your goddamn bread. That's what Kamala Harris's community does. That's what Barack Obama's community does, and all of the Democrats. It's simple mathematics, and they know it. You do not get, one more time, you do not get these statistics right here unless it is by design, it was made, and everyone knows it, y'all. This is real. This is why we are getting closer to this election. And we are seeing more and more clear every single day, y'all, that we got to get the Democrats out the paint. Got to get them out the paint. Because once they come here, family, and they start selling us this whole we all won, that right there, that number, them 560 different communities holding 70% of 22 million people, I'm telling you, it is going to multiply. My sources from the people at the border, and mind you, family, I have been to Mexico. I've been to Juarez, Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico. I've been to Juarez, Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Rio Doso. I've been to Alamogordo, Texas, El Paso, Texas. I've seen people jump over the border, swim, dust themselves off, go to the club. I've seen ICE pick them up, and their asses was back in America by sundown. I've seen it all. I know what the border looked like. For y'all that was who see me in D.C., I don't know if y'all remember, but we got into a debate with some Democratic shield trying to tell me, she said, you been to the border? Been to the border? Shit, I've been on both sides of them. I know what it's like. I know what it's hitting for. But family, I'm going to be real. That right there was then. This is now. And you're absolutely right. Sanctuary cities. Think about what a sanctuary city is, family. A sanctuary city is basically them telling you that these folks can come here and they don't have to deal with the law. That's just what it is. You don't have to deal with the law with a sanctuary city. It's protection. Now, where is our protection, family, when you start talking about hate crime bills? Do they ever tell us this is a zone that Black people can go to? Do you ever see that, family? Do you ever see them say, Black folks, you can go to this zone right here and you safe, you good to go? No, but they can tell somebody who's not even from America that they good to go, just come on over here. Y'all know what it is. We all know what it is. It's been flooding our country for quite some time. So this is what the Democrats have been doing. This is what they've been running. And when you start looking at it, family, it gets real deep. And you can actually start seeing, you got people out here who are, you got literally, family, 10,000 illegals that use the same exact social security number in the 2020 election. Remember, they just tried to pass a bill that the Republicans stopped. The Democrats voted for it overwhelmingly. Let's get this straight. Remember, we broke it down earlier. The Democrats say we need 3/5 to stop a filibuster. We can't do this for Black people, can't do this for Black people, can't do this for Black people, because the Republicans always block it. But the Democrats just a month ago overwhelmingly voted to have illegals vote. Okay, yes, they did. And we all know that. That's why Kamala's running around always trying to get us to go for voter rights. Why y'all think they're always trying to get us to go for voter rights? Is because voter rights is really for illegals to vote. Every Black person in here right now can go vote. Okay, isn't it funny though? They tell us go vote blue no matter who. Okay, keyword, go vote blue. And then they turn around and they tell us we need to stop them from taking away your vote. I thought they said we couldn't vote. How come over here they say go vote, and over here they say we can't vote? Over here they say go vote for Kamala Harris, and over here they say we're not allowed to vote, so we need to fight for voter rights. How do you have a voter rights campaign when you're talking to people who've been able to vote for 60 years? We can all vote. This lie that the Democratic shields tell you, Y'all need to beep, 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 go out there and go fight for voter rights. And then they turn around and say, y'all need to go out there and vote blue. It don't make no sense. It don't add up. It's a lie. They're contradicting themselves right there. It's an oxymoron. It's all about us going to fight for voter rights so illegals have the right to vote. And the Democrats just tried to pass a law and the Republicans shot it down. They said they're not going to be able to vote. But when you peel back the layers, look at this right here, y'all. Check this out. And you're absolutely right. Sanctuary cities with our tax dollars. Remind you, we're funding immigration one way or another. Look at this right here. This right here's family shows you how they got 10,000 illegal immigrants the last election, and these folks was all using the same social security number. Every last one of them. How do you get this in America unless it's by design? Fair use, fair use, fair use. YouTube, this is about commentary, news reporting, teaching, and scholarship. Fair use. Watch this.
We discovered 10,000 people using the exact social security number. See if this one rings true. You take an illegal, you bring them in. They sign a piece of paper promising to pay taxes. What they get is a social security number. So the employers can take out the taxes. Put a pin in that. Here's what they do. In cities like this, let's think of a chicken processor.
Listen to what he's saying, y'all. Listen carefully to what he's saying.
They will bring in hundreds of illegals. They will spread them out across all of these plants and factories, giving them jobs. They're all using the same social security number. The IRS unconnected our names from the social security number. Now, when you look it up, it just pings to see if there's an employer. If there is, it says it's good. It validates it. Why do they do that? Because all of these factories are giving them social security numbers. The government turns its back on it. As soon as you have a social security number and you go over to motor voter, pass the driver's court test, right? You get a driver's license. The person, look, you got a social, you must be a citizen. That's how they pack the roll. Why? Those guys don't pay tax anyway. It's taken out by companies. Our government's been sitting on $1.7 trillion slush fund that one fund has still in it to this day. So if you want
money, by the way, fam, they say they don't have for reparations.
to know where the dark money comes from. By the way, that's what, $100 million in a month in interest. I could go on. I now understand this is why they tried to kill us. And it's not stuff I wanted to know.
Clear as day, family. Clear as day. Every other community knows what's going on with immigration, but yet you sit here and you see Democrats tell us there's no problem. And the black Democrats tell us there's no problem. And you got folks running around here right now saying vote for Kamala Haris when she is literally the border czar. Let me tell you about the border czar. AKA the border czar is somebody who is facilitating all of that. Okay, she's essentially in charge of every single thing that he just said right there. Clear as day. And we all seen it. And every single day we're flooded with videos like this right here. Look at this video right here, family. Check this out. Here we go. Check this out. Look at this. This shows you again what we are talking about. We ain't got to wait for the Democrats to tell us nothing, y'all. We see it with our own eyes. Don't wait for these people to tell you something. Just simply look and watch and make your own decision. The Democrats, one thing about certifieds and the Democratic Shields, we don't have our thoughts and beliefs handed to us from massa. We make up our own mind and we go where the facts are. Watch this right here show you how immigration affects us.
All right, I don't want to be that person that's hating, but I guess I got to be. Do you see this new ass building? New, brand spanking new. Supposed to be an apartment, but it's a shelter. And so I go and I'm like, all right, so what shelter? And they're like, it's not it's not a woman's shelter. It's a family shelter. I'm like, okay, family intake shelter. Yeah, but only for immigrants. Wait. What the fuck do you mean? Do you know how many of these fucking buildings they've been building in New York that's supposed to include subsidized housing, but now it's just fucking shelters for immigrants? Like, what? How about the fucking homeless people that are already here?
Same like the homeless people I seen in DC. The same ones I see in Atlanta. The same ones I see in Chicago. All across, family. That right there. That's that one piece of bread we got to share. With 22 million on the books, probably 25 million total in the last 3 years, by the way. That right there is what they talking about.
Americans. Like, I don't want to be that person that sounds like, you know, close to border type shit, but like, what?
Don't feel that way. We got to get over it. I don't want to be this person. I hate to be that person. They don't give a damn about you. Democrat shields lied to our face. Y'all already got reparations. Get out of here. Give money to the Ukraine. Y'all already got an anti-Black American hate crime bill. I know y'all out here getting harmed in the street in broad daylight. Your kids and your women. Who cares? Get out of here. We're going to go write a law for somebody else. Don't be nice to these folks. Take the gloves off. Like Malcolm X said, tell them how you feel. Speak your truth. That's the only way you're going to get things changed. Tap dancing and pandering and playing patty cake don't work, y'all. This generation, we letting them know. Y'all better build that wall, close them damn borders, point blank or no vote.
Close to border type shit, but like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Brand spanking fucking new. Like, everything brand spanking fucking new shit.
Look at that right there. Brand new. They said, hey, we ain't even going to give y'all some old ones. We going to get y'all the brand spanking new ones. That's not it, though. Check this out. Furthermore, let's go there. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. Y'all know we're going to have to make this a segment. Let's see what's going on in social media, fam. All right, let's go. It's funny. Look at that. Illegals is trending right now. Look at that. I didn't even know that. As we sit here and we speak about the way these people are trying to play us, illegals is trending right now. Don't let the Democratic shields tell us there's no problem and we need to vote to keep the borders open. Look at Brandon Johnson. Brandon Johnson's in Chicago. Chicago is completely overran with illegals. And watch him out here caping for Kamala, calling her a black woman. Watch this.
But he ran into blackness and he felt it. He felt the heat, the unconditional love, the masterpiece of the black woman that only an amazing God can take an Indian and a Jamaican and create somebody in his image.
If you don't get the hell out of here, family, please, Butter Biscuit of the Decade Award goes to. This man literally went from Kamala Harris being a black woman who's half Jamaican, half Indian. He turned it into that's got Donald Trump scared, and it was all made in God's image. He's going that far to pander to black people. We done already seen the W Obama. We done already seen the village in India. And now you got Brandon Johnson, who runs a city that's overran with illegals. And he's sitting here talking about a black woman while we literally personally know black women in Chicago who are being harmed by illegals. How come you ain't got that kind of love for black women who are out here getting their jobs taken, getting their lives taken, and getting everything taken from illegals? But you want to pander that way. I'm telling y'all, they don't give a damn.
But he ran into blackness.
Where?
And he felt it. He felt the heat, the unconditional love, the masterpiece of the black woman that only an amazing God can take an Indian and a Jamaican.
Jamaicans are not all black, period, mixed up as, you know what, remember 2 weeks ago we had Bumbleclad Becky, and she was sitting there saying that too, exposing them. Nice try, homie.
And create somebody in his image.
And we know who you see the image of as well. What image do you see? What image are you talking about? We know the image you see. What is your image? We know your image is a super duper 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 mayo. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it all the way. Hold on. Matter of fact, while we still here, man, that's what I'm saying. Fam, how many times do we got to put receipts on tape? They know immigration harms us. They don't give a damn. They know race soldiers harm us. They don't give a damn. They know that we are the last out here employed. We the first fired. They know this. Democrats don't give a damn. That goes from the politician all the way to the entertainer twerking on stage. They serve the Democratic plantation, and if black folks got to be harmed in the process, they don't care. What do you call that? An op. You can see every single element and issue that faces us as black people, and the Democrats will look at you right in your eye, straight face to face, to your kids, to your wife, to your husband, to your grandma, and say, we don't give a damn. Vote blue. So who does their allegiance belong to, and what plantation are they on? Simple as that. Watch this. It ain't even over with. They even got more. Watch Joe Biden right here. They sit here and say all these things. Kamala Harris thanks and accepts the role of being put in charge of the southern border. Right here. Watch this. Now they're saying, well, she's not the what they call it, the border czar. Looks right here that she is. Once again, more lies.
I've asked her, the VP today, because she's the most qualified person to do it, to lead our efforts with Mexico and the Northern Triangle and the countries that help. We're going to need help in stemming the movement of so many folks stemming the migration to our southern border. So this new surge we're dealing with now started with the last administration, but it's our responsibility to deal with it humanely and to stop what's happening. And so this increase has been consequential, but the vice president's agreed, among the multiple other things that I've had in the meeting, and I appreciate it, agreed to lead our diplomatic effort and work with those nations to accept the returnees and enhance migration enforcement at their borders.
Right there. The vice president agreed to work and enhance all of those border issues.
And for having the confidence in me. And
smiling, but there's no one better capable of trying to organize it.
well, thank you, Mr. President, and for having the confidence in me. And there's no question that this is a challenging situation. As the president has said, there are many factors that lead president to leave these countries. And while we are clear that people should not come to the border now, we also understand that we will enforce the law, and that we also, because we can chew gum and walk at the same time, must address the root causes that cause people to make the trek, as the president has described, to come here. Needless.
First off, she's lying. They were saying this thing, don't come to the border. Then they turn around and say, you get amnesty. They know what they was doing. They was trying to make it look good, but in reality, they weren't. So nice try. She knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. And we know what she was doing. So they don't really like that. And she sat there and just straight up said, hey, listen, man, borders, cool, gotcha. I'm on one. We together. We friends. Everything work out. That right there shows you absolutely, positively, the way she views it, the way they view it. And they are all on board, family, with this whole immigration influx. And speaking of influx, there's been this influx, family, about Kamala and the pandering and how she's been running around here acting like a foundational Black American sister. And I want to show y'all this. We all seen the collard greens video. We all seen it. Or the picture. Let me show you the video. And I'm going to show you how, when they say fumble the bag, all this, I got the collard greens. Watch her trying to cook the collard greens, and she dropped the goddamn collard greens. I guess between taking them from the kitchen to the bathtub to wash them, she drops them in the process. Look at this right here, y'all. This gets crazier by the second. Check this out. Fair use, by the way. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
For joining us on ABC News Live.
Hi.
And please don't let me keep you. I'm going to keep you.
That's the first Black vice president, y'all.
Let you keep working. Can you show us the operation? What is it that you're cooking up here?
Yeah, so I'm making a turkey stock. So this is a roasted turkey neck, and then that's going to go with some of my roasted vegetables, which are in here, into a stock pot. I am brining my turkey, which is right there. I'm in Iowa. I brought collard greens from.
Whoa! Wait a minute. Did she just drop the collard greens? Did collard green Kamala just drop the collard greens? I thought that this person was blackety black. I thought this was Oaktown in the house. I thought this was FBA all day. That's what the Democratic Shields tell us. This is what the Democratic Plantation tells us. I believe I just literally seen her drop the plastic greens. You ain't lying. They look plastic as hell, y'all. Plastic as hell. Hell to the no. You just fumbled the greens. Wait a minute. Nah, you ain't FBA. Nope. It is official. We have already confirmed it, but we're going to confirm it further. You out here dropping the damn collard greens. You are not a foundational Black American. You can take photo ops and pictures with plastic and styrofoam greens, but when you're out there cosplaying, they literally make a video of her making collard greens, y'all. Notice how they slowed it down too. They were like, man, let's show her cooking. And then she dropped them.
Just right there.
Right there. She said, y'all look now, I got the hot sauce and the collard green, and I got a southern accent now, just like y'all now. Woo, woo, woo. Watch it.
I'm in Iowa. I brought collard greens from
soaps. Oh, they'll all be washed. Brought collard greens from soaps. Oh, they'll all be washed. Greens from soaps. Oh, they'll all be washed. From soaps. Oh, they'll all be washed.
She said they'll be washed. Watch what she just said, y'all. She said, I will wash them. That makes sense now, y'all, because we just seen her say that she washes her collard greens in the damn bathtub. Might be the toilet. So there you go. Kamala drops the collard greens, washes them in the bathtub, brings them back, drops them again. The same way she's been dropping the bag, the same way that she's been dropping the cosplaying, the same way that she had to drop out the election, the same way that we gonna drop down on that couch on election night. Checkmate.
I'm in Iowa. I brought collard greens from soaps. Oh, they'll all be washed. From South Carolina.
From South Carolina, and had to throw that in there. Yep. But guess what, family? You can throw it in, you can toss it in, you can say what you say, you can do what you do. But one thing about our lineage, heritage, and culture, we see a cosplaying non-foundational Black American fleer from a mile away. We see people who trying to hustle, scheme, plot, strategize against us from a mile away. And what they're going to see is that the minority ain't around no more. The Africans Americans ain't around no more. And people that you think are going to vote blue no matter who ain't around no more. So the same way Donald Trump was saying she's not Black, which he got from us. The same way J.D. Vance was saying she's not Black and she flips it up everywhere she's at, which he got from us, is the same way we're going to let the whole goddamn world know. This is a new era, a new time. Foundational Black Americans, we stand on business by sitting on the couch. When we sit on the couch, they get kicked out. We sit back and we pop our goddamn FBA collar. Keep dropping the greens until you drop out the election. And when you do, just remember, it was all because of us. Certified salute. Think you're going to get the FBA vote and you can't even handle collard greens. Shit. Better take that on back. Maybe to Punjabi or somewhere. I don't know. But right here in the FBA land, ain't going for it. Stand on that. All right, y'all. Certified salute, fam. Y'all know we had to end that up with a good one. You know what I'm saying? We had to go ahead and show everybody what it is. Really expose them. We can expose their birth certificates. We can expose their family. We can talk about their great-great-great-grandma, caste systems. We can talk about slave owners and all of that, right? But you know, the biggest exposure and the biggest receipt is her just dropping the damn collard greens all over the kitchen. You try to make a video to pander to us, and you couldn't even do that right. Damn. Y'all make sure that y'all subscribe, y'all like and share. Black Alpha Network, we coming. We're going to be back on Tuesday. Y'all be here on Tuesday because we're going to talk about people trying to speak on Black Alpha Network, you know what I'm saying? Especially folks who ain't got no credentials in the street. So y'all be ready for that when we going to go. We going to go. We going to go. And we're not going to stop, family, until we get all the way to the top in what belongs to us, family. We just going to stay there, man. Certified salute to the whole FBA family, man. What y'all doing this week? Whatever you are doing this week, man, I want y'all to stay safe, stay good, stay vigilant. Just know that we always win. We winning right now. We're going to win tomorrow. We're going to win beyond. There's nobody like FBA. All eyes on us. We are the culture. We are the ones who shine. Everybody else can fall down. We standing on top. Everybody else can bow down. They say that we arrogant, we cocky. Goddamn right. All right? Because let me tell you something. When you are an FBA and you built this goddamn country, you can do whatever you want to do. All right? They do it too, right? The difference is they do it and they fake and they cosplay. We do it for real. There's a difference between artificial and authentic. There's a difference between real and fake. There's a difference between them and us. And we are FBA certified Black grassroots, and everybody else, they can just fall in line. That part, that part, that part. Y'all stay good, family. Stay good. And remember, they watching us right now. They watching us, y'all. They watching us. Trump is running around here using our talking points. That's because we done got so big. The vice president guy who's running all the way up, we done got so big. And now the whole damn world knows that when you dealing with Kamala, Kamala is not Black. And when you're dealing with the Democratic shields, they are not foundational Black American grassroots. So when you put 2 and 2 together, you understand that we are in full control of not just this election, but everyone forward. We don't have a 5-year plan, a 4-year plan, family. We have an eternity plan. And we're going to run the clock all the way down, family, until we get that victory. And victory is ours because we already own it. That part. Y'all stay good. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay vigilant this weekend, y'all. Cannot wait to see y'all back. All my day ones, all my new subscribers, I appreciate all the birthday love. Thank you very much. But like I said before, family, it would not be a birthday without having every single one of you guys who tapped in, every single one of you guys who all ride, man. Ain't nothing like the Black Alpha Network, ain't nothing like Certified Black Society, and everybody in the chat, man. I learned so much from you guys. I'm so humbled by you guys. I appreciate it. I mean, I feel the love. It ain't just something I'm seeing and hearing, like I feel it. You feel me? That's that Majara spirit that we all got. You got it, I got it. If it's your birthday, I seen a couple people say there's some Leos in here. All right. So all the Leos, man, certified salute to you. And next time, anytime we pull up and you got a birthday, let me know. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Because one thing we gonna do while the whole world hate on us, family, we gonna shine and we gonna make them even more mad. If they pissed off today, then we gonna make them even more pissed off. Let's make them mad. Let's give them something to be mad about. So let me know if it's your birthday. I'll post it up. All FBA love, man. We stand together, man. That's what we do. We unite the city and we step to the world, man. And every time we step, we win. So y'all stay good. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay vigilant. I don't even want to go. Goddamn. But it's all straight up, man. Happy birthday, man. I appreciate you for that. Thank you, everybody who's been sending me that love, man. One love. Y'all stay good. Y'all stay great. Always remember, though. Always remember that, first off, foundational Black Americans, we are exceptional. We always win. But beyond that, always remember that Black is beautiful and beautiful is always Black. Black Alpha Network. Free Huey.
Black Alpha Network. Home of Black excellence. Power to the people.